Hello and welcome back to what is not a edition of the On the Sideline podcast. No, instead it will be doing a live watch along. And Kyle, right as we do this, the opening kickoff has been kicked. So if you need to sync up, that's where we're at. As you see a Buffalo Bill player is going to get a good return over around the 30. Oh, ball came out and then went out of bounds. Kyle, how are you doing? Sorry, craziness happened right as we started the stream.
Right off the start, doing okay. We'll see how this game goes. I'm interested to see the Patriots matchups here. Defense stepping on the field, so we'll see what happens with this.
Yeah, Kyle, 1 to 10, how nervous are you?
10. Probably higher than a 10. Probably a 15.
Okay.
It's playoff football, so we're back. It's been a while since we've been here, as in 1 year. So
yeah, but the dark ages.
Yeah, it's been a nerve-wracking time. These games are always nerve-wracking, and I'll be the one to admit it. And I don't want to play a guy like Josh Allen in the playoffs because, he might be one of the best in the world. So,
yeah. Josh Allen just got a 9-yard completion there. I'm not going to call it a game like it's a radio broadcast. We'll just react to it. But just, if you want to sync up, we should be a little bit behind most of you, given that the way it takes for our stream to then go to YouTube, then goes to you. It just takes a minute. There's 14:29 on the game clock right now. So if you want to sync up, that's where we're at now, 14:24. So there you go. Yeah. All right. 2nd and 1. And it looked a little bit easy the first time. There's going to be a rushing play. And, maybe nope, not a stop. All right. Not off to a great start, Kyle.
Not a great start, but all right. Let's see what we can do here. We got to hold them. I'd like to get our offense on the field in, positive momentum. So let's see what we can do.
Yeah, Kyle. For the thumbnail, I put it as "Watch Kyle Panic." So we've advertised panicking. So we need some panicking eventually to happen here.
It's still early in the game. I have stages of this. So if this game starts going south on me, there's going to be stages of panic. Don't worry. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it in the first 2 minutes of the game go. Do not worry.
Okay. Well, yeah, it'll be a little bit tough if you did it that quickly. So here we are. 13 seconds on the game, on the play clock here now. Josh Allen's going to take the snap. And it's a little check down to Devin Singletary. Well, there you go. J.C. Jackson on Singletary makes a stop.
That's a good play. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little underneath coverage there. I'm interested to see what the Patriots' game plan is here defensively. I think they're going to throw a lot of different looks at Josh Allen. I don't think it's going to be just singularly, we're in man-to-man the entire game. But is it going to be, emphasis on multiple people on Stephon Diggs? Is it going to be J.C. Jackson's going to win that battle? I'm interested to see how that's lined up.
Yeah, it should be fascinating. I agree. Looks like they're doing a little bit of man now. Do you look at Cole Beasley here? Maybe Josh Allen. Beasley was double teamed on that one with Judon, and Allen's going to do his thing, scrambles, avoids Judon, and look at him go all the way around the 30-yard line. That's just Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things, Kyle.
Yeah, and Matthew Judon takes a terrible angle on that one after it looked like chipping Beasley off the line, just running straight downhill at him. Allen's going to make a miss on that every time.
Yeah, Michael Mann says here to see the Kyle meltdown. Also, I should mention I'm eating a little bit. I did not have time to finish my dinner before the show, so sorry for that. But I'll try to eat away from the microphone so you don't have to hear me chew.
We appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got 1st and 10. Bills are rolling, 31-yard line. Looks like man coverage again. Juwan Bentley out on Singletary on the outside.
All right, Allen's gonna throw one and throws one. Okay, there you go. Another
That's
first down stop.
That's nice coverage there. I'll take that. Key to this game, though, is really just keeping Allen in the pocket. Finding a way to not let him – that play was executed pretty perfectly. The outside guy on the rush stayed outside, kept Allen checking back inside, couldn't go out. That's basically what we got to do in this game. It's easier said than done, but you can't let him roll out and dance around out there.
Yeah, right. Also, people are interested in my eating. What type of pizza? Pepperoni. Pepperoni, the best style of pizza. Right, Kyle?
I do pepperoni and jalapeno. I literally spice it up a little bit, but I think pepperoni is a solid choice too.
Yeah. All right. There's some Isaiah McKenzie action. So what I've noticed early on, Kyle, talking about the game itself, seeing a good amount of zone, right? Which is something we suspected might happen in this, given how well, they're banged up in their secondary. You have, last time they played, they weren't able to cover too well, and you want to be able to keep guys with their eyes on Josh Allen. So getting to zone, keep things in front of you. You now have a 3rd and 3. This is the big play for New England.
Yeah, it'd be great to hold them to 3 points here, or potentially even less if the field goals miss, obviously. But let's see what we can do. Probably dialing up a blitz here, I imagine.
Doesn't look like it, but it could be possible. Well, maybe so. Maybe a linebacker blitz.
It's like Hightower style. Nope.
It's gonna be Josh Allen rush, and he's gonna get the first down and then some. Josh Allen, 1st and goal, Buffalo. And the meltdown is starting already, Kyle. This is not looking great.
No, not a good stop there. Let's see what happens here. So Knox hits Van Noy, and then basically the hole's just there. Yeah, it's a tough play. All right. So what are they, 1st and goal now? All right. Well, easier to cover in the end zone on 1st and goal. So obviously, probably sitting in zone coverage again here. Got to watch the run, though. Got to watch the Allen scramble.
All right. And I'll stop eating now. I just had to get some more food in me as, okay, good play by Judon, not allowing any rush there.
Yeah, that was a smart play. I'm surprised Allen didn't keep that. It looked like he was I think he misread that because it looked like Judon was right on the running back.
It almost makes me wonder if that was one of those, like, you're always supposed to hand it off type of plays. Like, there was never actually a true quarterback option.
Yeah, it's possible because I feel like we do see that sometimes now because it looks like a read option and like kind of smells like a read option, but it's just a running play.
Yeah. Daniel in the chat says maybe Jackson can demo his bench press technique. Halftime, no, will not be happening. Absolutely not. Don't need that on a clip. As Josh Allen, man coverage, can he find somebody? Plenty of time. Still plenty of time directing traffic, and he's going to get out of it, throws it through the end zone, and is that caught for a touchdown? Oh, my God, Kyle. Unreal. You can't stop this guy. He's the greatest. Oh, wait, what are they saying? Is it? Yeah, touchdown. Dawson Knox touchdown. Josh Allen, what he's on, greatest player ever. Greatest player of all time when Josh Allen is on. And looks like he's on so far.
Oh, that might be incomplete. We'll have to review that. He got 1 foot down, but I don't know if his butt was actually inbounds. So
interesting. Let's see his right foot. I think he's in, Kyle. I think his left foot gets down.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's close.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I think the foot actually is down. So, okay. Yeah, that was a good play.
Always the hope when your favorite team gives up a touchdown. Like, oh, was he down?
Yeah, that was a good play, but yeah, gotta wrap the guy up. Come on. All right. Well, not a great start to the game. It looks like they are actually going to review this, but it did look like the left foot hit first. So,
yeah. So, what did you see on that drive? Any reason for optimism whatsoever?
It's not like guys are wide open.
True.
So I guess that's the start. It looks like the coverage has been okay the first drive of the game. The problem is number 17. You can't let him keep his throw alive and also get outside the pocket and also miss the tackles when he runs. So, you got to the whole offense is him basically. You can't let him get outside the pocket. You got to tackle him and wrap up when you have an opportunity to. You can't give him extra chances because he's going to make you burn on a play like that. But so that's not a great start, but it looks like the coverage is okay so far, but we got to wrap them up. So, I mean, it's easier said than done because it's Josh Allen. Here's my favorite Apple Watch commercial. So
yeah, the Apple Watch, the classic buy an Apple Watch or you die.
I'm going to have to need an Apple Watch after this game. So
apparently, yeah, really. I mean, that'd be a good Apple Watch commercial of, I'm watching my team try to stop Josh Allen. Get me out of here.
Maybe I'll get one at halftime.
Yeah, Kyle. If the Patriots lose, will you drink a shot of ranch?
Drink a shot of ranch? No, that's disgusting.
I think that people. I think that'd be. You said ranch sucks on the last podcast.
I did.
How about how about this? Patriots lose, you drink a shot of ranch. Patriots win, I'll drink a shot of blue cheese.
I'm still not agreeing to that. We're the underdogs here. Why is it an equal punishment?
I'll give you the points. Cover the spread.
What's the spread for this game? Is it?
I think 4 points. I want to say
4.5. Yeah. I'm still gonna say no. Let's do a hard no
Okay.
on any ranch in my system.
It's just the ranch thing, right? If it was like a shot of like dirt, you'd be like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, definitely. If it was dirt, that's a different conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, you know, there's still hope. I think that this game, it feels like the game's over already after one drive, but that's not how football works. That's not how these games work. And I think that, although it would be kind of funny if the Bills just like win by like 100, and we just have to watch you sit here and watch this game the whole time.
Yeah, I'd leave by halftime if that was the case. You wouldn't see me on the end of this. No, I'm just kidding. Um, no, I mean it's early. Look, if you watch the first 10 minutes of that Raiders Bengals game, you thought it was over after the first 10 minutes. But the
Hmm.
Raiders hung around, got a few stops, turned a few touchdown drives to field goals, and fought back into it. Um, you know, it's still early. Let's see what the offense can do. We're gonna play big, and let's see what the offensive line if the offensive line can win their battles.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, the one thing we do have to say though is this probably is a bit of a excuse me. It's probably a bit of a wake up call. Too much pizza in my system. Probably a bit of a wake up call of hey, probably I have to throw the ball more than 3 times in this one.
More than likely. I mean, the big part about
Hmm.
this game is, I mean, it's a ball control kind of game. We want to limit the possessions. I mean,
Hmm.
in an ideal world, Josh Allen's not getting the ball again until about 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Uh
This
huh.
has to be a 6, 7 minute drive consistently, and also getting points now because they scored.
Right. Well, that's part of the issue too. It's like so for the Patriots, like when you look at that Bills drive, and this is kind of what the Josh Allen factor is of when you have a Josh Allen, like not every play worked, but when plays don't work, he can do this crazy stuff and get it. And it feels like for the Patriots, they might have an equal amount of those, in the first 2.5 seconds plays working type of plays, but they just have to hit on all of them. Like they can't miss those plays that you have. And here's already off to a bad start, Kyle. I mean, only getting the ball out to the 13-yard line. That's exactly what you didn't want.
Yeah, not a good start. And I mean, you're right. I mean, obviously, you look at it. Josh Allen has a significant advantage in that department of
Hmm.
improvisation over Mac Jones.
Hmm.
Um, and look, the track record for rookie quarterbacks in the playoffs has not been great of late.
Hmm.
So he's going to have to make some really good throws in this game. I don't think anyone can say you can win this game by throwing the ball less than 5 times.
Right. So Mac Jones, you see again, looks like it's maybe a bit of a quarters coverage look, and they're going to hand it off. That's the right thing to do, but all over it, no gain there. I mean, that was a good look to run the ball, but Buffalo's prepared.
Yeah, this team moves pretty well on defense. They're quick to the football. I mean, you got to have a ton of respect for this defense. I mean, it almost seemed like they got better when Tre'Davious White went out, and it was just kind of guys stepping up and performing the hell out. So let's see what we can do here. 2nd and 8. Um,
Again, you've got a two safety deep look. So what do you do here? Although Micah Hyde might actually crash in, he's going to as blitzing. In fact, Mac Jones throws it, and there you go. There's a
that's a big time
completion.
throw.
Kendrick
Yeah.
Bourne falls after the catch, but that's a big play.
Yeah, that's a nice confidence booster. That's a nice throw to the outside too, winning that matchup. Um, that's kind of been his guy this year. Myers has had a really good year
Hmm.
too, but there's been something. Bourne's been kind of the one guy who can get like the big plays for us, and he's able to get a nice play there, convert the first. Would have
Yeah,
left
and
him stay
remember,
on his feet,
okay.
but
Right. And remember, going to say, remember, San Francisco liked Kendrick Bourne. They got rid of him more of a money thing than anything. Here we go. Mac Jones under center. Might be a rush to the right here. That's my hot take. No, play action and then flag, so it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
So interesting setup. It looks like for the Patriots is if I'm not mistaken on my numbers here. Let me double check. I am not. So I believe it is currently that Michael Onyenwu is on the right tackle spot because the big story of this game was that Mike Isaiah Wynn, the left tackle's out. With Michael Onyenwu on the left side or the right side, that puts Trent Brown, I believe, on the left, and then all of a sudden that's you have two of the biggest offensive linemen in the NFL manning your offensive tackle spots.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, no, they got them
Interesting.
both stacked up on the right. It's heavy set. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting stuff. Extra offensive lineman on the right. They're going to toss it to the right, and there's Damian Harris, only a yard to gain. So maybe Buffalo, maybe they are a little bit angry after that game where New England won basically this rushing the football because nothing going through, albeit 2 carries.
Yeah, still two carries. I mean, it looked like the hole was kind of there. They closed it pretty well though. 99 did a good job of sliding over in that coverage. All right, so that sets up second and long after the penalty. Patriots can't commit penalties because this offense isn't meant to play behind the sticks like this. Not a great start. Let's see what we can do here. We need about 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, 2nd and 14. Mac Jones looks like he's going to throw it on this one. He's looking to Bourne. He's throwing to Bourne, and it's a little bit low and incomplete. So 3rd and 14 here. That's not what you wanted.
No, looked like that was a tough catch. That would have been a tough grab to have.
Ooh, almost had it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I imagine knowing the Patriots, they might go screen here and just say, let's see what we can get.
You think they'll do it? I feel like I feel like that'd be a mistake. I think that you want to at least look up, see if you can get something there, and then if not, just throw a check down. Although it looks like it's maybe like a cover 2 man. So I don't know. We'll see. Mac Jones is going to take the snap. They are going to look downfield, and there's pressure. Mac Jones gets out of it. Is he the real Josh Allen? And he throws and they get the first down. What a play by McCorkle. Kyle, your thoughts?
Big play there, avoiding the rush, looking downfield, and then Hunter Henry's been huge at this season on that kind of intermediate throw. He's been being able to find the soft spots. Obviously, the improvisation from Jones there allows him to get downfield over Milano and make that play. That's a nice first down reception.
Yeah. I also feel like most of those of us, we are just kind of naturally falling into a play-by-play and color commentator role. So I say let's just go with that.
Whatever you want, man. I'm good.
Here we go. Mac Jones, 1st and 10. Are they going to run the ball again? There's 2 safety deep look. I feel like you want to stay with it. They are not going to. They're still going to throw the football. Maybe something open to the left. Not going to throw it there. Throws deep down the field. Oh, wide open drop.
Brandon Bolden, you kill me. That would have been a big play. Pretty creative play call, though. You're sending your running back downfield.
It hit him in the. It looked like it hit him where you don't want something to touch you.
Not a great numbers. It looked like.
Yeah, I think that might have been it. Maybe rolled down. Not a great play. Usually you want to catch the football.
Yeah. Those are the kind of games those are the kind of plays we've watched all year where it said it would have been nice to have James White out there.
Yeah. I think that's fair to say. All right. So where do we go here? And again, Buffalo keeps changing things up every play at the line. Quick throw. Oh, it tipped and still dropped. Couple of drops here.
Yeah. I think Jonnu reached up for a ball that wasn't to him. Myers had the separation. Yeah. I think Jonnu got in the way of the on pass.
It's a weird play. That's not how they wanted to do that. Someone was supposed to run further deep or further shallow. I mean, that's not how you draw that up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not the case. But, I mean, it was a good read to Myers. It just, obviously, the deflection. Good pass breakup from Smith. Another 3rd and long. So let's see what we can do. Might be a 2-play scenario here if you can get it down to like the 43, 42.
Jones getting out of the pocket again. He's going to run for the first down. Can he get it? Mac Jones doing his Josh Allen imitation. First down again.
Thank God we drafted a mobile quarterback with 15th overall. Unbelievable wheels there. In the scuba suit. He was fishing for a first down on that one. Look at that.
Man. Good. I mean, but it kind of goes to show, it's like, listen, what's more important than being a fast runner is being a smart runner. It's not like he's even that slow either. I think like someone pointed out, like his 40 time is like similar like Patrick Mahomes' 40 time. Good play there. Here's another opportunity on a first down. Jones is going to pump fake, going for it all. Has something, and was it intercepted?
Oh,
what's the call here? I believe this is an interception. And Kyle, your thoughts?
It doesn't look like Aguilar really goes up for this football. I don't know what he's prepared for. I want to look at this again.
I mean, that's just a great defensive play.
I mean, it's a heck of a play on that. I mean, it's the right read, and he makes a good throw.
The throw's got to be further, though. Yeah. You got to throw that one further. You got to throw that one further towards the sideline. I mean, you want to put that where the safety can't get to it, and Jones didn't do that.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's tough. Okay.
I mean, here's let me talk you off the ledge a second, Kyle, because here's the good thing. stuff's getting open. Things are working, right? It's better to have a drive like that than to have a drive where nothing's working. Although, granted, maybe not, because 2 of the first downs came on 3rd and long when Mac Jones made something happen. The Mac Jones rushing plays are working. You got that going for you. Make
Well,
that a
I
big
mean,
part of
even
your
the
offense.
passing plays are working. I mean, 2 big drops on that drive too that
Hmm.
set up 3rd and long. I mean, I think that there's there are opportunities there, and they're playing aggressive offensively, which I kind of like. One, I mean, it certainly could have been a better throw, but I don't think it was a terrible throw. I think Hyde just made a really good play on it. Uh,
Hmm.
I still would have liked the receiver fight for that a little more. I don't know what if he thought he was going to miss it. It seemed like.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that. I mean, yeah, great defensive play, but I do think that that's one you gotta put a little bit further. For me. Also, I see someone in the chat saying, "Let's go, Brandon." I guess a big Brandon Bolden fan. I don't see that too often, but there you go.
Hmm. Uh, there's one Brandon Bolden fan out there.
Yeah, I suppose so. Also, so it's a comment saying Jackson is enjoying the Patriots' bad plays way too much. I'm enjoying the Patriots' good plays a lot too, though.
Yeah, I think you're one of the few non-biased people here. So
Yeah, one of the few non-biased people here in a group of 2 where one person is wearing a jersey of one of the 2 teams.
exactly. So
Kyle, I bought 2 jerseys the other day.
2, what'd you
Yeah,
get?
I got a Mike Evans and a Tom Brady jersey. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to get, so I got both.
You didn't want a Mac Jones jersey?
I did not. No, I mean I would take a Mac Jones jersey, but not that I don't want one. Just that I'm not going to spend over $100 on one.
I'm surprised it wasn't Tom Brady and Zach Wilson
That would have been, yeah. Actually, the 2 Zach Wilson jerseys. That's what I got.
though. You got the home and the way Zach Wilson jersey.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, yeah, comment that drop pass was crucial. That was a bad drop pass. That's the hope is, okay, that didn't work. You hope that cleans up a little bit and you can start to make stuff happen. Need a stop here though, which again, easier said than done, but we'll see how they can do it.
Yeah. So after one drive, Mac Jones 2 for 6, 39 yards, and obviously the pick had 2
Mhm.
drops on the drive too, which obviously affect the numbers a little bit. Um, Yeah, I mean, it comes down to execution. We had the penalty that moved us back. We were able to kind of bail out of it, and then had 2 drops, able to bail out of that.
All right.
Then the deep pass finally gets bit.
Looks like a cover 1 man here. Do they take a shot? Who's the open receiver? And Allen's going to throw it deep, and you do get that big completion to Dawson Knox. Kyle.
Yeah, Jawan Bentley in coverage is never a good option. I don't know that play call.
Yeah.
Obviously you got to change some things up, throw some different looks at him, but you do not. I mean, look how far off he is on. It's a tight
Yeah.
end. It's not like a 4-4 receiver.
Right.
You can't be that far off the tight end there.
No, that's not great. Not great man coverage as the Bills really doing what they want so far offensively against New England. And again, New England's going back to this man coverage. It seems like a bit early to make this adjustment. Let's see what they do as, again, Josh Allen's going to look for a screen. The screen is there for Emmanuel Sanders, but he stumbles and falls, only picks up 3.
Well, that was better. They threw the extra defensive back on there on that one. You had Brian and Juwan Williams on that play. Brian reads it pretty well. Just a second late, and I mean, 2-yard completion. You did what you had to do there. I mean, if they're going to play a man, they're going to have to play 6 defensive backs the whole game. That's the
Yeah.
problem. And if they're going to play 6 defensive backs, then Josh Allen's going to have 150 rushing yards. So,
But isn't that preferred to Josh Allen having 400 passing yards?
probably, but at the same time, it doesn't matter how good the coverage is if it's 3rd and 9 every time and he gets a 10-yard run.
Okay, so this is look at the good block by Devin Singletary there, but that was interesting because so you saw New England go to a 2 safety deep look, and immediately Josh Allen checks into a run and runs the football. So
Yeah.
they're doing what New England is not. I think maybe there's an opportunity to try to get a disguise going and maybe get them in a favorable play call that way.
Yeah. All right, so Godshaw checks in, looking for the run. I mean, this is probably Allen's ball here on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, why not just do a quarterback power?
And then if he's short, it's probably Allen's ball on 4th and 1.
Right, exactly. So let's see. They're going to hand it off to Singletary, actually, who will pick up the first down instead. So, did he lose the football or no?
No, just gained up on the tackle.
Gotcha. For a second, look at it. Man, play-by-play calling, it's got to be the most difficult job in the world. I'd be so bad at it if I was actually on a national broadcast or something.
Well, it's actually so the when you because I used to do it for high school. Now, granted, high school is not as big as NFL stadiums,
Hmm.
but the broadcast view from the booth is a lot better than the TV view.
That makes
I will
sense.
say
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Um, Patriots probably need a turnover here. I'll be
All right,
honest.
going back to two safety deep look. Also, not a great sign when you need a turnover 12 minutes into the game. Zone coverage, dropping back, and a tip pass.
Gets
There you go.
deflection.
So they're looking for Singletary on these zone coverages. That's what they're going to want to do: get the check downs, gain some yards. But again, that's what you want, right? For New England, get the ball out of Josh Allen's hands and get him trying to throw the ball to Devin Singletary.
Yeah. I mean, if he's going to his check down, I mean, obviously you don't want completed passes, but that's probably a win for us in this game. If he's not going downfield and he's not scrambling, we'll take our chances with Singletary for sure. Lawrence Guy, it looked like made a nice play on that, get the deflection,
Yeah.
and
So
it
here
looks
we
like he might
go.
be checking into a run again. Let's
Maybe
see,
we'll see. Nope, we're checking
play
into play
action.
action probably as Allen throws it over the middle, and you again have a big play. So this zone coverage isn't working. And there's Bryant again, Miles Bryant, who had a rough day trying to cover Isaiah McKenzie the last time these teams played. Well, didn't work out too well that time. Actually, it was man. And I mean, look, that's just getting destroyed right there.
Yeah, good route there for McKenzie. Bryant started really well this year when he came back from injury and off the practice squad. Um, this is not a good matchup for him. McKenzie has been kind of owning him the last game and a quarter, basically.
Yeah. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first quarter. New England going back to a two safety deep look. I think they just run the ball here. Run the ball to the left.
Yep,
Nope, they're going to do
and
a
fake
same
out of
idea,
it.
and it's dropped. So, same kind of idea though. They're trying to get the underneath stuff, trying to take advantage of the fact that there is that 6 second safety out of the box. But Buffalo, that's not their game. They don't want to have to do this small technical stuff. So, I do feel like there is some signs for optimism for New England. But then again, the signs for optimism keep getting interrupted with these 20-yard pass plays.
Yeah, I mean, there is a game plan to slowing down this team, but you still got to stop them. Is the problem? The idea of it sounds easier than what it is because they
Hmm.
have players like Diggs, because of Josh Allen can just make a play out of nothing. So a lot of defensive backs on the field again here, two safeties deep as you were mentioning.
Let's see. Josh
Diggs got
Allen's
one
going to
on
throw it
one.
to Diggs on Jackson. Okay, again, it's kind of a compromise play, right? Both teams will take that. Third down and 4 or so coming up here.
Yeah, and this is the matchup everyone's watching.
Hmm.
Had a lot of space of that outside, and like you said, they're gonna live with that and fight for the next down and try and get the stop on third.
Are you surprised they're doing this with J.C. Jackson on Diggs and not going with a double teaming Diggs and putting J.C. Jackson on someone else?
I don't know. I mean, the problem is I feel like if Mills was available, then I could justify the double team action a little bit more. But
Hmm.
without Mills available, I mean, the tough thing is, do you really want to put Jawan Williams out there and hope for
Oh,
the
they're
best?
running
That's
on 3rd and 4 and they get it. Oh man, what a play call there. Makes sense though. Go send all your receivers out wide. It's man coverage. There's not enough people. You got what 5 guys to block 5 guys. It's that simple.
yeah, defensive line spaced way out there too. There's a ton of room.
Hmm.
That's an easy first down.
Yeah, well, they just didn't see it coming. I mean, it's just not expecting. You're not stopping to run there when it's 3rd and 4 and there's no halfback in the backfield.
Yep. And so, all right, first and 10, and they do have a chance at a first down here, but it's basically first and goal.
All right,
Um,
play action over the middle. That's going to be caught. Dawson Knox once again. Oh wait, yeah, with the touchdown and interesting celebration at the end there. Dawson Knox having himself a day so far here in Buffalo.
yeah, and that's the flip side of taking those linebackers off the field is then you got a smaller guy defending a tight end there, and
Hmm.
Knox is just able to get inside and makes that look easy.
Yeah. This is Luke Brown in the chat saying Miami Dolphins greater than Patriots. I mean, I'm just saying Miami Dolphins haven't given up any touchdowns this postseason so far.
Yeah, they haven't given up a touchdown in the postseason in like what 15 years, basically. I mean,
Okay,
it's been
not
a
that
little
long.
bit.
There was the Adam Gase year where they went to the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
With Matt
So
Moore.
okay, so they had 1 year where they gave up some touchdowns, but
Yeah,
you know,
come on. I think Antonio Brown had a big day in that one, if I remember correctly.
I can't even remember the game, honestly.
It was. I remember there was like Ryan Tannehill got hurt late in the season, so Matt Moore came in, and the thought was, well, Ryan Tannehill's not that great, so it's not that big of a deal. And then Matt Moore got injured, so they're on the third. It was a great classic third string quarterback playoff game, which I've always kind of felt like if your first two quarterbacks get injured in a playoff game, you're out of the playoffs, and whoever new team steps up, whoever was the 8th seed, they get to beat that team instead.
Well, didn't the Texans win with the third string quarterback?
Maybe
that was TJ Yates, wasn't it?
Okay, that's possible, but still, I mean, what did they end up doing?
Well, they won a playoff game.
This feels like the we can't have the DH because that one time a quarterback or what that one time a pitcher did something offensively.
Yeah, maybe, but hey, you put all that work in to make the postseason.
No, I'm kidding. This is not an actual thing that's suggesting.
Well, the Steelers would already be out of the postseason then because they're in their third string QB. Oh wait, no, it's just Ben Roethlisberger. So
right, they're starting a guy who has third string quarterback talent. Michael Mann says this stream is going to be a Kyle depressive therapy stream by the third quarter. Kyle, I have to say you're holding up well so far. You seem still like there's optimism despite the fact you're down 14-0.
It's waning, but I like the aggressiveness on offense. Let's see if we can get downfield and make a couple plays here. There's guys open. They got to catch the ball. It's a long game. I'm not overreacting just yet, but it's definitely not a good start.
Yeah. Eric in the chat says, I hate to say this, but it's already over. No, not already over. Still plenty of time left. Kyle, I want your hopes to be as high as possible.
Listen, we've come back from down 14-0 before in playoff games.
Yeah.
Granted.
Against the Ravens twice.
Yeah.
In the same game.
Granted, we had Tom Brady. That helps a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a small thing. These little details, that's not paid much attention. Mac Jones is basically Tom Brady.
I mean, he got enough comparisons during the process. So let's see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're just along for the ride. I'm having a good time with the chat. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah, casual fan in chat said Jackson is a hand sneezer. Well, I can't do my show. I can't it's a more difficult. I have a microphone all over. I can't just get all the way to the what's the opposite of the elbow where you're supposed to sneeze or whatever.
What, your forearm? I don't know.
I guess so, but forearm's like this part.
I just find people at the grocery store and just sneeze right in their face. That's all.
That's a good move. Yeah. Yeah. I know you're a big fan of that, especially with the COVID stuff.
Yeah. Anyone with masks on, I just pull down their mask and sneeze and then spit on them and then kick them and then walk away.
Yeah. I think I've heard that about you. Yeah. So there's a little, if you see Kyle in public, maybe just don't say hi to him. Maybe just let him go.
Yeah, especially after this game, I'll be at your neighborhood Target. Just better watch out.
Oh my God, yeah. There you go. Yeah. Interesting game so far. I think the move is for New England. Like, listen, you don't need to throw the ball 100 times now. Like, you can still run your offense.
Yeah. The offense shouldn't panic. The offense doesn't need to panic right now. The defense should probably panic a little bit.
Yeah,
they should be
panicking.
Yeah, they should probably play with a little more intensity. But the offense did pretty well. Micah Hyde made an amazing play, and Micah Hyde's an amazing football player. But they got down the field, and they had opportunities to get even further down the field. Just execute the plays, catch passes. Don't commit false starts. Don't do stupid stuff. There's opportunities here against this defense. This defense didn't look amazing the first drive. I think we're still going to be able to move the ball. It just comes down to, the defense has to adjust a little bit more.
Yeah. So here we go again. Interesting sets. Stick with these two tight end sets for New England, which I get it. You spent all this money on those two tight ends. So what's going to happen? Okay, nothing's going to happen. End of the first quarter. Oh no, they take a snap. Yeah, snapped the ball like 5 seconds after the first quarter ended.
Yeah, I was going to say. Is that like the delay of game scenario?
Right. I was wondering that actually. So here's a question that I thought of. So there was a situation in the Raiders game where there was a like a half a second differential in the play clock and the quarter clock. So my question was, what I mean is, like, let's say that there's 25 seconds left on the end of the third quarter game clock, and there's 24 and a half seconds on the play clock. Then if the clock hits zero, then do you get a delay of game penalty, or because the actual game clock would hit zero before the extra second you get from delay of game, do you now not get a penalty because the quarter ends?
Well, so in that situation, I believe the game clock was half a second in front of the play clock was half a second in front of the game clock.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Oh boy.
Kyle is a forearm sneezer. What we want.
Yeah. But so in that situation, it should be delay a game, but I don't know. It was weird. I still don't know why. I've never heard a good explanation for why there isn't buzzers on people's referees' wrists for game clock and play clock. Like this is definitely something we have the technology for.
Probably, yeah, I would think so. But isn't it kind of fun that you get I feel like here's what it's for. It's for when you're watching football with your friends and they say, "Oh, it should have been a delay of game." Then you can be the "well, actually" guy and give them a piece of information. It's for us to feel smart.
I guess so. Or we could just get the call right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, also, Kyle, what did you think of all the calls? And I guess, should we talk about the games as they're going? Because we're going to have to talk about it on the podcast, too. I guess might as well. What did you think of all the calls in the Raiders-Bengals game?
Didn't love some of them. Didn't think it was a great officiated game. Yeah.
Okay, so, I thought you were. Yeah. I think it's something else, but I guess that's fair.
I mean, it wasn't a great officiated game. It's just like, listen. I mean, I don't know. The whistle one was weird because the referee, not only did he blow his whistle, he blew his whistle late for the out of bounds call. So the ball was basically in the receiver's hands when he blew the whistle, but it made it look, it added the controversy to it because all of a sudden, the guy stopped before the guy actually catches the ball. At that point, like, why didn't he just, wait for review to review it? He's thrown to the end zone. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seemed like a really weird situation. And it was only for 1 yard, too. So it's not like a sack would have mattered that much. So that was really bad. There was the roughing the passer call that gave Raiders some life at the end of the game. So really weird stuff.
Yeah. I kind of was weird, too, where it's like, okay, so here we go. Game is back as we're going to see a handoff to Damon Harris, who's going to end up picking up a couple yards, set up a third down and medium here. But yeah, I kind of felt like, well, all that stuff was weird, and people kept complaining about the refs. I kind of also felt like if this is a perfectly officiated game, it's probably all the same. Like, I don't think anything has changed too much.
No, because there's too many variables. You can't just say, well, if you took those 4 points off the board and said it was just a field goal, Raiders can kick a field goal at the end of the game and tie and send it overtime. It's not really how it works,
Well, obviously, I mean, you can't even do that because the way it worked is since the whistle was during when the ball was thrown, it actually would have been a replay of the down, not even a sack.
Yeah. So very weird situation.
All right, here's a pitch. Can Damian Harris outrun Buffalo Bills defender? I don't think he did. I don't think he got it, Kyle.
He looked short to me too. And he got banged up a little bit on that one. Let's see.
Still no official signal yet. I'll listen in to the broadcast and see if they tell us.
Let's see. He definitely looks short of the pylon.
Yeah, I don't think he got it. Do you go for it? I think you go for it.
I mean, it's an inch.
Yeah.
If you can't get an inch, you don't deserve to win the football game. So,
and it's like, you see how the Buffalo Bills are scoring so far. I know it's only 2 drives. They're going to punt it away because this is what Bill Belichick does.
All right. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that because I understand down and distance and where you are on the field.
And it ended up being a full yard short, maybe even a little bit longer of a yard.
That's a tough spot.
Yeah. Which, I mean, again, you could have maybe tried to challenge to get a little closer, but I don't know if that's worth it. But I still think that that's maybe not the best call.
Well,
not the best decision too. But I mean, I get it. But it's just one of those like, it's not what I would have done.
No, and not to mention your rookie quarterback gets burned with 2 drops on the first drive. He does throw the pick, but then you come out in 3 straight runs on the first drive, punt the ball away. That's not what you want.
Right. And again, the logic behind it is you gain certain amount. Again, because I know AR saying, "Bruh, it's their own 30 punt it." This is kind of going back to the Brandon Staley thing, but the logic behind it is just how much are you gaining from the field position, and how much could you gain from getting it, and you're also probably going to get it. It's 4th and 1.
Probably, but at the
Hmm.
same time, still got to get it. I don't know. The thing is that Bill Belichick has been, I think he's been the most conservative coach this year, by
Yeah.
far.
No, I believe my guy Bruce Arians has you beat.
That's funny.
Hmm.
Given that one has Tom Brady and one has a rookie quarterback.
Right. Hmm.
You know, but yeah, I mean, it's a. I would have gone for it, but I mean, I'm also not a head coach who's won 6 Super Bowls, so
Yeah. Just the analytics do say that it's a strong recommendation to go for it. I know people hate analytics for whatever reason, but yeah, I don't know. Is it the end of the world? No. But the reality is, especially if you're going to run the ball on 3rd and 4, maybe be willing to go for it on 4th and 1.
yeah. You want to hear my dad's updates throughout the game?
Yes, very much so. Because I'm assuming your dad is a Patriots fan, correct?
Yes, he is born and raised Boston. That's why I inherited all this. He
Hmm.
said, "Why is our middle linebacker covering tight end 24 yards downfield? This is
Hmm.
disgusting. Terrible start. This team hasn't punted against us in like 8 or 9 straight drives. This defense sucks. Fire shithead mullet head. Defense is not fighting. Playing soft. Sick of this. Our linebackers are slower than shit. I'm so pissed off right now."
Yeah. Yeah, I think saying shit or shit. I think you can say what you want, Kyle. We'll let your hair out if you want to. It is the watch along show.
That's fair. Okay, I'll
Hmm.
start cursing all the time now.
Okay, well maybe I mean don't go full Wolf of Wall Street. I'm just saying you don't have to pretend. PG-13 movie. That's what I've always said. One
All
F
right,
bomb and a few S bombs, and that's what you get.
all right, sounds
No
good.
racial slurs.
Darn it! No, I'm just kidding, people. But yeah, I mean, how crazy would it be if Bill Belichick fires his own son?
Do you think that? So, why do you bring this up?
Well, that's what he was referring to with mullet head. Um,
Well, what is
so
this? I don't know this con. What do
Steve
you? Oh,
Belichick has a mullet, so
right.
he's saying fire mullet head. So
Oh, okay. I see. That's what your dad was saying. Right.
yeah,
Why do you think that mullet head should be fired?
I don't think he should be fired. I wouldn't mind like a real defensive coordinator in there. But I think a lot of it is Belichick handling a lot of the play decisions.
Yeah, I mean, Devin Singletary's running the ball better than Damian Harris so far.
He's run the ball well the last few weeks of the season,
Hmm.
heading into now. And it doesn't really make sense why this isn't a good running team because when you have the threat of Josh Allen keeping the ball, you should be able to get like 5 yards of carry.
Yeah. Also, so we have so a bunch of random things. Says Tua greater than Mac, and it says tell Kyle Tua greater than Mac. Kyle, if Tua is in there, the Patriots are probably winning like 24-0, right?
Clearly, obviously, way better. He never throws interceptions.
No,
Uh,
never.
yeah.
All right, 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it off. Can New England finally get it? Nope, they cannot.
Though you
As in
have to
the
win
stop.
that play. I know it's 1 yard, but if you're going to act like you're the bigger and badder team, you got to win that play.
How are we feeling, Kyle? 1 to 10. 10 being great.
Obviously, this is probably closer to a 2 or a 3.
Okay.
Because it seems like Buffalo's going to go down the field here.
Hmm.
But
Luke Brown says, "Do I smell Tua hate?" Question mark. Laughing, crying emoji. Kyle, let's somebody cheer you up. Let's make fun of Tua. You always love doing that.
I'm not going to make fun of Tua. It's okay.
Okay.
Um, I don't know how someone said Mac Jones is bad off of a quarter and some change where we barely had the ball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is just one of those when everything's going wrong. You can't really pick up one thing, so you have to blame the quarterback. But I mean, nothing's going right so far for this one. And again, for Bill Belichick, I have to say this: like, you got to trust your quarterback. Like, doing a pitch on 3rd and 4. It's like you got to trust your. You're not going to win. You're not going to be able to run the ball and beat Josh Allen more than once a season, right? Like you're
Yeah.
gonna have to throw the football at times. There's a flag here. I'm not sure what's happening.
Did Hightower get like a late hit here? Is that what I heard? Penalty on Hightower?
No hands. It was on Hightower. I missed the illegal contact on Dante Hightower. I don't know. I don't
That
know if I
looks way
love
less
that.
than. Oh, jeez. That was pretty close to 5 yard.
Yeah, I guess they figured it was significant enough. I don't know. Whatever. I would rather them not call those, but all right, here we go. 1st and 10, 11:37 in the second quarter. Kyle, plenty of time left. Game's not even 20 minutes in.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's still a long game. It's only 2 scores. You got to find a way to get stops, though. You have to get stops.
Throw downfield, and that's not going to help you get a stop. That's Gabriel Davis with the big play there as Buffalo continues to just do whatever they want to this New England secondary that just not playing horrible either. I mean, it's not like these guys are wide open, but it's just too easy.
It doesn't seem like guys are wide open. It just seems like guys are a little late to everything.
Yeah, the guys are pretty open actually. Now that I say it, not to see the replay, like you guys are getting
Williams is able to turn around to this ball, still make the catch, and get back to the ground. I mean, yeah, that's got to be a little tighter than that.
Also, let me just say for everyone in the chat, let's try to not say anything about the game that we haven't reacted to yet. So don't talk about any plays that we haven't reacted to yet. Wait until after we react, then type it in the chat, just because it's on a bit of a delay. We can read the comments earlier. As Josh Allen here breaking tackles and getting a 9-yard run. I mean, this is, again, nothing's gone well for New England. Not one thing.
No. And that's another play where it's like, okay, I understand he's really good at this, but you got to stop him there. You can't let him get extra yards out of that. You defend that play really well, and then you're just hurting yourself because you're giving up 9 yards instead of -2.
Yeah.
It was a good read from Barmore too. He just didn't get to the guy.
Yeah. And another again, going back to the 4th down decision, this is kind of why you go for it, right? Because Buffalo ends up getting in field goal range anyways.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Singletary gets out of it and still gains 1.5 yards there. I mean, even and then there's a little late flag. Was this a flag on what happened here? Who was this on? I'm listening in. Did you see anything, Kyle?
I didn't see anything initially. Was he
big on a 3rd down and 1 coming up?
Defense.
Face mask on the defense. Another 15 yards on what would have been a 3rd down and 1. Now it is 1st down for Buffalo.
So even when we hold them short of the line of scrimmage, it's a 1st down. So
not
a good play. I wouldn't mind seeing this again, but it doesn't look like they're going to show the replay on it.
Nope.
All right. Well, so that puts them probably in the red zone. 1st and 10. This is not good.
Yeah, not going well. Nothing is going well. 13 first downs to 3 first downs here, just past the 25-minute mark in the game, and we have some sort of timeout here.
Looks like Patriots called a timeout.
Okay, so even the Bills have more timeouts than the Patriots. Everything's going well for them.
Yeah, this certainly isn't a good look. You got to find a way to hold them to 3, honestly.
Yeah, that would be. I think, you know what? If it's only 17-0, you feel like it's basically tied.
I mean, that's a win right now, and then maybe you can go down and get it. You can try and get a 2-for-1 situation. Bring this back to 3 points before Allen gets the ball back. But that's basically what you have to do here.
Yeah, it's not looking great.
Yeah, no, not at all. It doesn't seem like that they're able to cover right now. I'm wondering if they're going to start going back to this zone coverage with the man coverage just getting killed. And they're not even using Diggs. I mean, Diggs has had maybe 2 catches and then not a lot of yards. So, I mean, you got to feel like that's a success. Jackson's doing a good job of minimizing that, but the other guys are getting beat constantly.
Yeah, here we go. Run for a few yards here. Luke Brown says Mac 100% to blame. Also AR. Bill Belichick's got to be so pissed right now. And also J. Cruz. Sorry, Kyle.
Not over yet. It's not over yet. We're still okay.
Mm-hmm.
Long game ahead.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What? Who's
I'm
even
not.
leading? Like,
I'm not losing optimism yet. You can't break me
okay.
down that quick.
Sure. Good. I like it.
I've seen
Glad.
miracles.
Sure, that's true. 128-3 means you never give up. Devin Singletary has the first down. He never gives up, getting the ball to the 3-yard line.
Yeah. I don't even know what the secondary looks like. They were asleep on that. They ran right at him, and he just kept going.
I'll say this: if the Bills score a touchdown here, it feels bigger than a 28-3 lead did.
That offense is pretty good here for Atlanta. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. True,
But we also don't have Tom Brady, so
yeah, I think that
certainly adds to it.
Here we go. First and goal, 8 seconds on the play clock. You're gonna see a handoff, and they're gonna gain a couple yards. So, all right, still possible. Kyle, goal line stand here. Maybe the Bills will go for it on fourth down. Don't get it. 99-yard Mac Jones rush, and boom, one-score game.
Yeah. There you go. That's the solution.
But seriously, there is still potential here. Like, we still did see some good stuff from the Bills offense, and we saw a lot of good stuff from the Bills offense, from the Patriots offense, and maybe there's some sort of thing, some adjustment Belichick can make against Buffalo. But here we go. Could we see just a Josh Allen scramble once agagen? That was working.
I do it
so
3
far.
times in a row, honestly.
Singletary is going to take it himself, and Singletary is in. Touchdown Buffalo, 20-0 Buffalo, with a chance to make it 20-1. I believe so. Yeah, touchdown Buffalo.
Yeah, looks like Patriots are just getting bullied off the line of scrimmage right now. And for a team that felt like they were the more physical team heading into this game, that's not a good sign. There's just nobody getting through the line of scrimmage right now at all.
This is tough. I mean, I was looking at this game heading in as the winner of this game could go to the Super Bowl. Like, I think these are two really good football teams. I think that if, people are going to sort of maybe talk about the Patriots as not being as good as they are, like, Patriots have looked awesome at parts in this season, but I mean, just nothing is going right. Here's my question for you, Kyle. Does this first, through 7 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second quarter, does this say more about New England or about Buffalo?
Well, Buffalo's looked really impressive. I mean, they've definitely looked the part, and this Patriots defense has done well throughout this season. I mean, I can even say the games that we've lost, the secondary has looked miles better than this. You could look at guys like, the game they lost to the Colts, Carson Wentz wasn't that good. The game they lost to the Buccaneers, Brady wasn't that good. Winston wasn't that good in the game they lost. The Dolphins didn't have great passing games. The 2 games they won. You can look at it and say this secondary has done a good job most of the season, and they just look like they have no chance right now. So I think that's an impressive part. I also think so far from what I've seen, this looks like the last 4 games of the season Patriots compared to the Patriots on that winning streak. Even you could say the Patriots got the benefit of the doubt with some of the matchups with like guys missing, Tennessee missing players in that game, Atlanta missing players in that game, even though Atlanta's not that good of a team, but like they still beat up they still did pretty well against that Tennessee defense that had been good a lot of the year, and they still had success against that Tennessee defense. So this just looks, this Patriots team has started slow in each of their last 3 losses against Buffalo, Indianapolis, and Miami. And it looks like they're starting slow here again.
Yep.
Yeah. So, so what are they reviewing this? I'm assuming that's what the stoppage was for.
Was it that, or was it just because there was a score? Or I guess, did they kick the extra point or not? I missed it. I was looking away.
Well, they called a timeout, and I don't imagine anyone calling a timeout for extra point coverage or anything. So
Okay.
I'm assuming then they were reviewing the touchdown.
Gotcha. Well, here, I have something to talk about while we wait for them to come back. So here, I'm going to put this up on the screen. Or is this too small? I'm not sure if we can read this. Maybe let me know in the chat if it's too small. But this is the, if you go full screen on the computer, you can see it. This is the, what was asked of the in the Raiders Bengals game was this is that. So sort of, can you talk through the conversations that were had on the inadvertent whistle on Cincinnati's touchdown in the second quarter? Anderson, the referee, we confirmed with the referee and the crew, or who is Anderson? Walt Anderson, yeah, vice president of officiating. We confirmed the referee and the crew in that play. They determined that they had a whistle, but that whistle for them on the field was blown after the receiver caught the ball. So that's why they decided to allow it to stand.
Well, they were wrong.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess if you're gonna make a mistake, try and hide behind it like that. It was a bad call. I mean, we all know it was a bad call. You can look back at it. The NFL will probably look back at it and say, yeah, that was wrong, which does nothing for the Raiders. But all right. So whatever it was, it looks like it was confirmed.
I like several different interesting chats. So first, Alex Edwards, the Pats should consider running cover three cover three press from a cover five look, too high man to slow down the Bills. Also, I like this comment as well. The way it's blocked, extra point. Steps on my comedic timing a bit because the other one was ha 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 ha. Allen is your daddy. So a wide range of comments from some interesting schematic stuff to even more interesting, laughing at you and saying Allen is your daddy.
Didn't Josh Allen just started beating the Patriots like last year?
Yeah, but in fairness, what? He's lost to the Patriots twice. Now he's beaten the Patriots twice. 2 years.
Yeah, fair. It's not over yet. It's only 20.
Not over yet. Hey, all you need is 3 touchdowns to take the lead now. But I mean, here's the thing: you need to put points on the board here, right? Like you need to start scoring here.
Well, they're in a situation now where, like I said, if they play this right, they can go down, get a score, get the 2 for 1 if they chew enough clock, and then all of a sudden they're at a situation where they can get the ball back to start the second half, score, and then give Allen the ball back with 1 possession game. Now, Allen could just go right down and score again, but at the very least, you've minimized the damage a little bit there.
Yeah, although I don't know, again, how possible is it to get all 7 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock with a touchdown drive? That's going to be difficult as well. So really the mindset is just put points on the board. Like you're not going to win this football. And you just have to hope that you're not going to give up a touchdown every single drive, right? At a certain point, you're going to get a stop. Things are going to go well. You just got to start scoring as the great overlap 618 is in the chat. Hello, my friends. It's the infamous overlap here to give you my life savings slowly and over time. And also to remind Jackson to send locations so I can overnight the Penguin suit. Let's go Bucks. Let's go Bucks indeed. Not sending my address to strangers over the internet, but I do appreciate the super chat nonetheless.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. Thank you, Overlap. Hey, Nickelodeon game. You watching it on Nickelodeon tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, got it, right?
I mean, if we can watch Greg Zuerlein get his field goal wide left via slime, I feel like an idiot for making that pick, by the way.
By making which pick?
Picking Dallas.
Not picking New England?
No, not yet. It's not over yet.
Okay, plenty of time left.
I think this is the first Ramondre Stevenson appearance this game. That's a little
all right, and they're going to throw it to Ramondre Stevenson, who picks up a couple yards. One of the biggest plays of the night so far for New England.
Hey, we had a couple big plays.
You have. No. The offense hasn't looked horrible. I mean, again, no points on 2 drives. Okay, you can live with that. And they moved the ball decently. It's the defense that's been abysmal.
Yeah, the defense is definitely struggling. Defense is on red alert. But yeah, I mean, we need to connect some drives here. We need, we can't have this happen where the Bills have 29 plays to our 13. We are getting some nice chunk plays though. Let's see if we can keep it going on this drive.
Yeah. So here we go. Appears to be zone of some sort. Mac Jones has time. He's going to throw it deep down the field, and that is to nobody. So probably a miscommunication there of some kind.
I'd imagine so, or it was just a throwaway over Henry, it looked like, potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know what happened on that one. It looked like pretty good coverage anyway, so could be just trying to get the ball out of play. So
J-Rad 410 last playoff game Patriots won was Super Bowl 53. Yeah, playoff drought, Kyle.
Since we won the Super Bowl, we have not won a playoff game.
for several years.
This is why people hate Patriots fans.
Exactly. Okay, got man. Find maybe okay, throwing it deep down the field and had potential. Oh, but you get the flag there, so that's probably
Yeah,
why.
that's a hold. Yeah, you
Yep.
had him.
Did we even see the hold?
It looked like he grabbed his inside arm, but
Okay.
he's
Pass
saying that
interference.
Aguilar was trying to push off.
Gotcha. Well, he probably was, but that's how football works, right? Offensive players are allowed to push off.
Yeah, exactly. The Chase one today was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he had his hand in position. I don't know if he actually did anything, but yeah, don't put your hand there.
Yeah, I mean it's all the perception of a foul more so than the foul. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Aguilar's arms in the chest. It's not getting called. The
I
defender
mean,
has it on
it's
his
Nelson
shoulder.
Aguilar. Just let him try and catch it. You're fine.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, here's a pitch to the right and well blocked. Gets you a few yards.
All right, to midfield now. It looks like from there. Was that midfield? I think it was.
What's the question?
I said we're at the midfield now with that, right?
Close to mid. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so
midfield-ish. I don't know that. All right, last 5 first-round rookie quarterbacks to start a postseason game: Mark Sanchez, Andrew Luck, Robert Griffin III, Lamar Jackson, Mac Jones. Just gonna say it, Kyle. Kind of looks like not a great player, not a great player, great player. We're now on. Is Mac Jones not going to be a great player? Is this if the trend continues?
I'm not even going to entertain that.
Oh, and Mac Jones gets sacked there. Not a great play by New England, just as things are working out, and you can't have that. I mean, that's just this team can't do that stuff.
No, and this has been kind of a weird thing with the Patriots. These delayed blitzes kind of killed. Oh, it wasn't even delayed blitz. Shaq Mason just got beat there. I thought that was the linebacker coming off it. Nope. That was a pretty bad blocking. No time to throw. So
3rd and 15.
Miracle in plays.
Quick kick.
Quick kick. Do not want to give the Bills ball back again. It seems like they're going to, though.
Let's see. It looks like only a single safety deep coverage, though. Oh, no, maybe they're just selling that. And is it going to be another 5? Looks like it might be another 5.
That looks like a rookie mistake there. Got to find a way to get the ball out.
All right. So 2nd and 20. Interestingly, 20 also the differential in this game so far, Kyle.
Are we down 20? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, it's 20-0. I wasn't sure how much you have been scoreboard watching.
Still early.
Still time left. Yeah. Hey, if they can score 20 in the first half, you can score 20 in the second half. Mac Jones takes the snap. He's going to scramble out, going to throw a check down that is bobbled, caught by Brandon Bolden, and you get some yards. But if Belichick didn't go for it on the 4th and 1, he's not going to go for it on 4th and 11. They will punt the football back to Josh Allen, who will have time for at least one more drive.
Probably the right read there. Bills are playing deep. Not much you can do. You can't force a throw and give them a short field.
How we feeling, Kyle?
Not good. Not good. Gonna give the ball back to him. And I mean, we just haven't stopped this guy for a game and a half now. I mean, it's as simple as that. He's kind of owned us the last couple games.
Yeah, this has been tough. I mean, but it's not even Josh. It's not even like, okay, Josh Allen's going off fine, but at least the last game, like you were making things difficult for him at times. Like they had to go for it on these 4th downs. Like Josh Allen's having to scramble out and make these great plays. It just seems so easy now.
Yeah, it just seems like it seems like the plays are kind of working just in rhythm, and for the few times that they're not in rhythm, Josh Allen has been able to break 3 or 4 tackles and make a play. It looks pretty easy for him right now. Ever since that first game in the wind, it's looked pretty easy for him.
Yeah. Fire Ice 39 says, "Got to establish the run and trust your defense." Am I right? And that's what New England has to do, right? They really need to get back to establishing the run
and trusting their defense.
Yeah, I think that play good special teams.
It'd be nice if we could play good special teams. We really haven't the last few weeks of the year. That's something we're usually pretty good at. other than Nick Folk being automatic, but we're not even in Nick Folk range yet. So
Yeah. Kyle, so looking at these, just the box score stats here, some tough stuff. For one thing, there's 20 total first downs in this game. Buffalo has 16 of them. New England has 78 total yards. Buffalo has 211 total yards. Buffalo's averaging 7 yards per play. New England's averaging 4.6 yards per play. Buffalo is 4 for 4 on third downs. There's not a lot going well for New England. They do lead in the statistical category of interceptions thrown, so they got that going for them.
hey, longest play of the game, Hunter Henry.
Okay, there you go. Probably longest drop of the game as well.
That is true. Definitely that. Seeing how I believe we have the only drops.
Probably.
So not great, but hey, if they can score 27 points in the first half, we can score 27 points in the second half.
Yep, there you go. That's the hope. That's you just keep thinking about it. There's plenty of time, Kyle. Get a turnover here, maybe a quick pick six, and you're right back in it.
Yeah, we have shown no ability to get a pick six right now.
No.
We're not even close to receivers. So
right, that's the issue. Is that even if Josh Allen misses throws, like he's missing throws to wide open receivers who can then just adjust back and still make the catch.
Yeah. Patriots need a miracle. It's as simple as that. Looks like this season is slowly getting away from us. Let's see. All right.
Not that slowly.
Bill Stadium looks cool from up here. I don't know why they keep showing this. That's a long view of the stadium. And we're back. 1st and 10. Minus 6 degrees wind chill.
All right. Zone coverage, maybe going back to a cover 2 look, perhaps. No, looks like it's going to be cover 3. Yep, playing cover 3. And you're going to see that there is a little check down. And Isaiah McKenzie, I mean, that just sums up the night, right? That just sums up the way this game is going so far. We're not even halfway through it. But, I mean
if the safety's going to come down, at least look like you have a shot at the play.
Yeah. Who's 32?
That's Devin McCourty. You're not that past your prime, man. Come on.
No kidding. I mean, that's just it's just not going well.
No. That's an easy pitch and catch.
Here's the drinking game for watching this. Every time I say not going well, that's like take a drink.
Not going well. You're gonna have to
Josh
say that
Allen going deep. Oh, wide open. Diggs burning J.C. Jackson. Not an all-pro and maybe not going to round 2 either.
Well, you got second team all-pro.
I guess so. But isn't that not officially recognized? But it kind of is.
I don't know. Trevon Diggs making all-pro first team is kind of dumb.
Did you also Devin White got an all-pro vote?
Did he?
Yeah. It's just incredible.
He was so bad the last few weeks of the year.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, hold him to a field goal here. 23-point game. That's still a 3-score game.
Yeah.
Okay,
true.
timeout. 78 to 275 total yards.
Bills have had the ball the whole first half. I mean,
yeah, it's been absurd. The time of possession, Patriots have had actually just shy of 10 minutes, and the Bills have had it for 16, just shy of 16 minutes. But part of that too is just the amount of runs that the Patriots have had on top of that, where New England's Buffalo's throwing the ball.
Yeah, exactly. So, got this pizza ad here.
It's 31 plays to 16 plays. They ran almost twice as many plays.
Feels like it's even a bigger discrepancy than that right now.
Well, and the Buffalo has the ball.
Yeah, that's true. So they're probably going to end up around 35. Not great. Not great at all.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to say.
T-Cat says, I know you guys probably aren't going to see this, but I really enjoy your commentary better than most professionals. Appreciate that. Thank you, T-Cat.
Yeah, zero preparation went into this, so I appreciate that. Job of commentator's hard. I will say that.
Yeah, well, especially when your team is getting completely smoked, and it's like, what do you do here?
What do you talk about? We didn't really talk too much about. Do you want to continue about the Raiders Bengals conversation? We had a little bit of a discussion, about the
Oh yeah, I mean,
referees.
I guess the one thing I'll say is like, I don't think that I don't think that that call like, I guess I think that what ended up happening was the right call. Like the Raiders almost got a break with the early whistle, but then it was annoying that the refs didn't follow what you're supposed to do in the actual protocol in that moment. I think it would have been a touchdown regardless, from what I can tell. Although maybe once we see the all 22, we'll really know. But it was more just a frustration of we have these rules for a reason, and it seemed like they went against the rules just because they didn't want to seem like the bad guys who take a touchdown away from Cincinnati.
Yeah, it kind of seemed that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, I thought Cincinnati was a better team in this game, so I'm okay with it. But at the same
Uh-huh.
time, it is a tough break for the Raiders.
I was so hoping that, the Raiders, because they were, down 7, but they were driving. Like, let the Raiders score a touchdown and then go for 2 and get it. And I would have predicted the first Raiders game going to overtime and them winning, and then the second game, them winning by 1 point. That would have been just the best 2-game pick stretch of all time, but did not work out.
Yeah, yeah. Raiders got some interesting questions this offseason, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first one is Rich Bisaccia,
Right.
and then the second one is Derek Carr because he's basically on a 1-year, $19 million deal. You
Mm-hmm.
imagine his agent's going to try and either get a new deal or find a new team, right?
Yeah, I mean, or if you're the Raiders, you just say, "Hey, look, we have a great quarterback on a very affordable deal. Let's just keep him for 1 more year, and then let him go wherever." Or even then, I mean, you can always franchise tag too. So it's like, oh man, Josh Allen breaking the ankles of didn't see the number there, but some New England player.
Number 13. I got to be honest. Oh, is that the new guy actually? That might be. Let's take a look here. I've
Number
not seen a
13.
number.
I'll look at. Okay, he hasn't registered the stat sheet yet, so I'm not sure.
Devontae Bosby. I've never seen
Okay.
that guy play from Pittsburgh State, so I have no idea who it is.
Yeah, Kyle, I tweeted out my score picks for this week, and I had Bills 34, Patriots 24, and you said I'd be amazed if the Patriots and Bills combined for 58 points and 5 degrees. Will the Bills score 58 points on their own?
I'm going to say no for right now, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
looking good. That's for sure.
They're on pace to do that a little bit. Wait, no, would they be on pace if they scored 27? Then they'd be on pace to just be 54. What it would be.
So then they wouldn't get 58.
Right.
I'll have the
Okay.
under there. No.
Okay.
Under 58.
Fire Ice 39 says Pats should wave the white flag. Do you agree that the Patriots should just give up?
Yes, we have never come back from down by more than 20. So
It's over. And you've also Buffalo has never lost in embarrassing fashion to New England. So I think it's just let's it's over.
Yep.
The Bills have never blown a big lead in a wild card game. That's never happened. That was referencing. Just to be clear, not referencing the comeback. I'm referencing 2 years ago when
yeah. This definitely is not a good look. We look a little overwhelmed, I'll be honest. And we'll see what happens in the second half. I do have to say, not wanting to wave the white flag yet. I mean, I've enjoyed this Patriots season. It's been a lot different from a lot of the Patriots teams we've seen over the years where we're just really good. Or last year where it just seemed like, it's kind of fool's gold if we're winning football games. This team has been kind of fun. It's kind of a new life into the franchise. Hopefully they can put together a little bit of a fight here in the second half.
Yeah. T-Cat has a good point. Patriots screwed up by blocking the extra point. Now another touchdown will be 28 instead of 20 or 27 instead of 28. That's a good point, Kyle. Can't get 28-3 here.
Unless unless the Bills go for 2.
True. They'll probably go for 2.
You could do an offside on purpose, give them the first single or 2 point from the 1.
Yeah, I like that. That's a smart move.
Yeah. So
this guy has a guitar. A lot of all right. So one of the better situations New England has had here, 2nd down and 1.
One of the better situations.
Yeah, this is good for them. They're pretty proud of themselves.
Yeah, probably going to go to Singletary here, get a first down, and then we'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Man
in
motion.
Why is Judon in on this play?
And Singletary does get the first down, maybe more, all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo leads 26-0. Chance to make it 27-0 or 28-0 if they're feeling like that's something they want to do.
What is the situation here? Why all of our pass rushing guys are on the field on this play for 2nd and 1? Judon's never been on the field for running situations. I don't understand why he's out there
I
in
almost
that
wonder if
setup.
the logic is they're probably going to get the first down, but then they might try to hurry it up and we can't get our personnel on. So let's just, get our pass offense on there.
It's possible. I guess that makes sense, but they didn't even run to his side, so it doesn't even matter.
Sebastian has a good question in the chat. Kyle, are you going to break a TV?
No, that's silly. Why would I do that?
All right, this extra point is good. 27-0. New England trails 4 touchdowns away from taking the lead, though, so anything is possible.
I mean, in all seriousness, though, talking about this team right now, the way they're looking, I mean, this is a huge statement from Buffalo right now, right? Like, they got a big matchup next week where they're probably going to play Kansas City. And they beat the crap out of Kansas City earlier in the season, and this might be their best performance of the year so far, honestly. And that Kansas City game that they had was really impressive. This might be even more impressive what they're doing tonight.
Going up 27-0 in the playoffs against a good team in the New England Patriots. I mean, say what you want about how it's going tonight, but I mean, this is, I certainly would say that this is this is incredibly impressive. And you're right. I mean, the Buffalo's a good team, and Buffalo, you look at their numbers. I mean, their numbers are incredible what they've done this season. Like their offensive point totals and their defensive point totals, they've consistently been at the top of the list on both categories, and they're really flexing their muscles. And the crazy thing too is like we can say New England has some injuries. Like Buffalo is doing this without Tre'Davious White. I mean, this is just incredible. What this is a legit Super Bowl contender, and after tonight, you can make the argument potentially a Super Bowl favorite even.
Out of the AFC at least, make it out of there.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and it just, I think one of the things that we said all year was like, okay, we haven't seen it consistently enough, but we feel like the ceiling of this team is kind of the best team in the AFC. And I think that was something we were saying a lot of the season. It seems like right now we're seeing the ceiling of this team, and it's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I think, and again, right. I've always said, Josh Allen, not always, but the past, half of the season, Josh Allen, when he's on, best quarterback in football, and he's not even like really doing that much. I mean, he's playing well for sure, but like it's not like it's like him just carrying this team.
Yeah. And then, like I said, let's just see if the Patriots can put some fight back into this game. I don't imagine they're coming back at this point, but don't get shut out and lose like 40-0.
Yeah, some people are saying Titans are the favorite. Titans are very good. Kansas City is very good.
I mean,
those
odds, they're not even the favorite.
What?
I don't even think the odds have them the favorite, do they?
Do they? They might not. I think a lot of people have Kansas City as the favorite heading into this week in the AFC.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up Super Bowl odds.
Yeah, you do that. I mean, so I'm just trying to think. Like, let's not pretend like the game is over just yet. There still is some potential hope for New England, for New England. The hope. I mean, listen, one injury and you're right back in it. But realistically, just get something going on offense. Get some points. You have to get some points. Kendrick Bourne, he's playing well. Get the ball to him. Drive down the field. At least put some points on the board. Make it a 3-score game and give your team a chance in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, that comeback route's kind of there right now. They've hit Bourne with it twice. Might be able to set up a double move off it too. We kind of need a touchdown here.
Yeah, seems like that could help. Again, if you look at the offense, okay, the offense hasn't played well. They haven't put a point on the board, but like, I guess when I say that there is some hope for New England, there's some hope the offense could come to life. I don't know what you do defensively, but at least there's hope there.
Yeah,
over the middle. Agree. I mean, Jacoby Myers looked to be open over the middle, and then part of this too is a Mac Jones thing. If he's playing a little bit cautious on top of this.
Yeah, definitely go back to that. Actually, with the clock running, they probably won't. But yeah, I mean, he had 2 guys open there. But yeah, it looked like Myers had a little more space. Big third down.
All right. Hey, there you go. Brandon Bolden. I bet that one chatter is very happy now that Brandon Bolden's able to come through, get a first down.
Let's go, Brandon. All right.
That'll be clipped out of context.
I know, right?
Yeah, okay. People in the chat very much making fun of me for saying there is some hope. I mean, like, whatever, fine. You want to turn the game off then. I'm just saying, if I'm going to watch this game, I'm going to talk myself into there being some way that New England could potentially come back. Mac Jones going to run, and Mac Jones, look at him. He put his head down before he was ready. He was like, I do not want to be out here. Not a great play, rushing for 2 yards with 1 minute left in the half.
Yeah, not at all. Kind of a waste, honestly. Throw the ball away if you're going to do that. And then you're going to set up to the spike.
Oh, did he fake it? And then get sacked?
What?
I mean, so good.
I mean,
they got to fire Steve Belichick for real.
I don't understand why they did that. Like, just call a timeout. You have a timeout. Like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, they had 2 timeouts. They just finally used one after the sack.
Okay. Well, that was dumb.
Yeah. Well, hey, just when you think it couldn't go anywhere, plays in opponent territory. Buffalo has 20, New England has 2. So these stats are tough, Kyle. But hey,
Yeah,
all coming down right here. 3rd down and 13. Need a quick conversion here. But let's be honest, if it's 4th and 1, Belichick would probably still punt. Throwing it over the middle. Okay, at the 45 here. 23 seconds. Call a timeout and go for it, right?
I would assume so. Oh my God, what are we doing?
Believe they called a timeout.
Okay. I thought he was walking off the field like to punt. I was like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is not going well, Kyle.
No. This is definitely not going well. This is yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's really nothing else to say about it. They're just not playing very good football. And there's something about the Patriots all year. They've been kind of dumb. They made dumb mistakes this season, and it's cost them in games too. Kind of killed this drive with a couple really dumb plays.
I'd say, could you maybe take a shot, top of the screen? It's one-on-one. There is safety help, but maybe you could just try to get the back corner of the end zone. Nope. Okay, kind of similar. Yeah, that's what they end up doing, and they do get a big play, but they don't get out of bounds. You got to spike it.
All right. Well, nice play by Myers. Would have liked to get out of bounds, but at the same time,
pretty 6 seconds left, and you got to keep. You can't. They're pass rushing because you can't just assume that they're going to spike it after last time. Well, yeah, good play by Jacoby Myers. Maybe a little push off, but as we mentioned earlier, they don't really call those against the offense. So, 6 seconds left. You kind of got to kick the field goal here, right?
I'd imagine you just go and get the points. Looked like a good grab there. Good throw there by Mac too, getting to the outside. That's a good drive. You take what you can get. Let's see if we can get some points here, and then go to the half and build some momentum off of it.
Yeah, and this is timeout called. Yeah, timeout called.
All right, kick looked good, but.
All right, Kyle. What happens if he misses this field goal? You have to take a shot of ranch.
No, I'm not going to do that. Even though it is MVP Nick Folk.
Right, that's true. One of the greatest of all time. Again, also, I mean, icing the kicker up 27-0. I mean, this is incredible.
Sean McDermott was so mad after that one game. He's just going for blood here.
All right, here we go. What was that one game? We'll talk about it in a second.
The win game.
Okay. 18 seconds on the play clock for Nick Folk. Snap is down, kick is up, and kick is good. Hey, there you go. Nick Folk's playing well.
Yeah. 3 points before the half. Not shut out. That's good. Really rough first half, gotta say. Wish he played a little bit better.
This is a good point, Marcus. What second half adjustments can the Patriots make to turn this game around? Yeah, Kyle. What adjustments do you think they make?
Um, I mean, I think you basically have to go zone at this point, right? You can't do anything else
Mm,
because your corners just look overmatched right now. Every single one of them look overmatched right now. You're not covering well. You're not getting downfield very well. You've got to be able to cover these guys, and I think that means you're going to have to switch to some type of zone. But at the same time, the Bills have done a really good job of going underneath when they need to, and then making guys miss underneath too. So I think at this point you got to go zone, and then you got to tackle in front of you. That's the only thing really you can do, and then hope you get a couple stops off that.
yeah, and obviously the issue is even when they do that, they haven't done it well. Guys have still been getting open. So I think I agree. That's what the best thing you can do. But really, what you can do is you can score touchdowns on every drive because that might be what you have to do to find a way to win this one. And so far, they've scored touchdowns on 0 drives.
Not over yet.
Yes. Also, yes, chat is 27-3 the new 28-3. Yeah, that's a good point, Kyle. Again, going back to that missed extra point, veteran move by Buffalo, letting it get blocked. Largest halftime deficit in team postseason history because, of course, the 28-3 game it was 21-3 at halftime.
Yes. Um, yeah, veteran move from Buffalo, letting their extra point get blocked.
Mm-hmm.
This has not been good.
Yeah. So Kyle, do you want to step aside for halftime and then come back in 13 minutes to watch the second half of this exciting game?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and step away. I got to let my dogs out, so we'll go ahead and do that and then
Okay.
get back to it in the second half.
All right. I'll create the banner. You can head out now if you want to.
All right. Thanks, guys. Hope you tune in for the second half.
Mhm. All right. I'll let you go. I'll get you off screen. Now it's just me. I'll have to rewrite the banner. Once I hit that, it goes away. How's it going, guys? You having fun? This is watching Kyle lose his mind. This is fun. We'll be back after when the third quarter resumes. That's the good way to put it, right? Yeah. When the third quarter resume. Okay. Boom. Perfect. Nailed it as I always do. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Okay. Chat, you guys good? Behave yourselves while we're gone. I don't want to have to come back and ban anybody. So be good there. What I'm yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, Kyle is a stand-up guy for doing this. He really is. Yeah, great stuff from Kyle. Okay, we'll be back at around 9:55. That's when we should be back. So be ready for us at 9:55. I'll step away and we'll see you in a second. All right. Hello, hello. We're back. So Kyle should be back at some point. Hopefully. Let's hope that he's not taking this too hard. Maybe he's having probably not the best time wherever he is, taking a very sad walk with his dogs, I'm assuming is what's happening. So hello, we are back. I mean, hey, okay, super chat. No, right on cue. Thank you very much for the super chat. Do appreciate it. I'm having a great time with this stream. I know Kyle certainly isn't. Kyle's having a rough time. But this should be, it's an interesting situation, an interesting game. I mean, I guess the real story has to be Buffalo, right? I mean, how cool must this be if you're a Buffalo Bills fan? Like, you, I mean, okay, sure. Last year you went to the AFC Championship game, but there was kind of something a little bit missing of the you beat the bad Patriots, right? You beat the Patriots who just weren't the same. So I think beating the Patriots who are the Patriots again, even if they're not Tom Brady, they're still a really good football team. I think that people are gonna say that they suck just because of how bad this game went. To come out here and just crush the team that's terrorized you over the years, that has to feel awesome. So gotta feel good for them. Um, yeah, I mean, I see some people were commenting in the chat a little bit ago about the, whose fault is it? Is it Mac Jones's fault? Yeah, I think it's fair to say, like, okay, Mac Jones, you could make the argument, like, okay, I didn't think the interception was a great throw. It was also a really difficult throw to make. And also, other than that, like, it's just so much outside of his control. It's just been tough. Like, you can't blame this one on Mac Jones, I don't think. Even if you want to give him some criticisms. Oh, looks like we have Kyle back, I believe, putting on his headphones now. All right, Kyle, are you back?
Hang on, I gotta reconnect my AirPods.
Okay. Kyle's reconnecting his AirPods, so we'll leave him here. But he's aware that he's on live, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. But it looks like the game's about to start, so that's nice.
Yeah, perfect timing here.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, he has the Kurt Warner jacket.
Oh yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's the new thing. Every broadcaster wants to wear that.
Maybe. Honestly,
Do you want to wear? Should one of us get one of those jackets?
we could for tomorrow's game. It was so today.
Oh, it literally is. They just showed it on the screen.
Today with the wind chill, it was 10 degrees outside today in where I live. So,
I think it was maybe I think the mid 70s here.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah,
my dog, of course, took like 20 minutes to go to the bathroom and just has no care in the world about me.
Who's performing better, your dog or the New England Patriots?
Probably the dog.
Okay, hard to be a lot worse than the New England Patriots, as the Patriots get the kickoff here to start the second half down at the 24-yard line. So, hey, you had the ball.
Calling a one-play 76-yard drive for a touchdown here.
Okay.
Open up the half and the comeback.
Yeah, Kyle, this is, I mean, the game's, one touchdown is basically tied.
It'd feel like the moral victory for us.
Mm-hmm. Well, but I guess, is there some hope of hey, let's make this not embarrassing? Like, let's come back and at least make the final score look kind of close.
At least just fight back and look like you're competitive. Yeah.
Here's a handoff to Damian Harris. There is 14 minutes and 48 seconds here in the third quarter. So if you're trying to sync up with us, that's where we're at. Yeah, I think I agree. I mean, look at this yards per play, 9.1 for Buffalo, 4.9 for New England.
I mean, the 9.1 is just nuts.
It's absurd. You're almost you're almost averaging a first down.
Yeah. That is that's not great defense. Questions will be asked about the defensive staff this offseason, I think, after this. Plus, they got to retool some of these pieces. I think it's going to be an interesting offseason for New England.
So what do you say? Assuming there isn't any... Okay, here, Mac Jones is going to set up a play action to Stevenson, get a first down there. There you go. Assuming there isn't any crazy comeback, what are you thinking in terms of this offseason?
Well, the defense has to get younger. I think two of the biggest guys that we've seen during this game not look great at times have been Devin McCourty and Dante Hightower. Those are guys that probably could be replaced at this point, and I think part of it is scheme. I don't know how that wasn't okay. Anyway, I think part of it is scheme based too. I think Bill Belichick has been, infatuated with the 260-pound linebacker that has been in the
Mhm.
NFL for a number of years, but it's not really the norm anymore. I think we need to be slow. I think we need to be faster. I think we need to be more skilled. And that starts at the linebacker position where we're not very fast or skilled right now.
Yeah. I'll give you this reason for optimism, Kyle. At one point in the game, the Patriots were their win probability was 0.1%. They're all the way up to 1.1% now.
Not over yet.
Uh, but I mean, hey, I mean, like, we're joking, but get a touchdown here, get a stop. Like, it's starting to become a game. Like, again, those are two big ifs, but like, let's see. It all starts with this, and it's intercepted right as I say that. I mean,
Ugh.
just one of those days, Kyle.
Yeah. Did the defender make a play on this, or was this off Henry?
Looked like it was tipped up and then intercepted, I think. Let's see. Yeah, tipped up by a linebacker and now intercepted.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, not great. I wonder what the win probability is now.
0.1 again.
Yeah, can't be too great. I don't think it's updated yet. Still looking at 1.1.
Well,
How we feeling, Kyle?
obviously not great. Why is everyone said like literally like everyone's all of a sudden now saying that Mac Jones's career is over? Like,
It's I have to say it's the casual fans are always in full force come postseason time. It's a big thing. The takes become a lot hotter come playoff time.
yeah, I mean, you don't have any idea what you're talking about. I mean, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody had expectations of him like running to a Super Bowl, like I think this is still a good team, and I still think he's a good quarterback. I don't think one bad throw changes my opinion on that. If one bad throw changed the opinion on quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield would have been out of a job 10 years ago before he even got to the NFL.
Before he even got to college.
Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, it's fine. Like,
Mhm.
he's got a long career ahead of him.
Yeah. Brandon in the chat says, I don't think his career is over at all. But everyone was acting like he's Tom Brady and going to the Super Bowl. The Tom Brady comparison thing, like I remember Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports was saying that he would take Mac Jones over Tom Brady right now. Like the hot takes around the middle of the season did get a bit spicy. So I think that maybe that's a little bit fair.
I'll be honest. I don't take a lot of QB analysis from Dave Portnoy too seriously. But
Mhm.
I guess that's the thing. We're too overreactionary one way or another. It's 1 week Mac Jones is the greatest human being on planet Earth. And the
Mhm.
second is he's the worst draft pick of the last 20 years.
Mhm.
So, I mean, there should just be a happy medium where, look, he's probably been the best rookie by far this year as far as, bless you, as far as
Sorry.
rookie quarterbacks, he was easily the best rookie this year.
Mhm.
And
Shade at Davis Mills.
I still think there's a lot of promise for his future. Like, I don't believe in this. He's the low ceiling guy from this draft. I think he's just going to be fine.
Yeah. Counterpoint, Jets gang says Mac Jones is a bum. That's a good point. Also, overlap 618. Dear Kyle, this is for you. Jackson, don't get your penguiny little wings on the super chat. It's to help Kyle's feelers. Well, now I have to figure out the math behind it and figure out because we don't get all the super chat. YouTube takes the cut. So now I have to figure out what the cut is. I'm almost certainly going to forget this at some point. Kyle, remind me on the 21st, as typically you remind me to pay you because I keep forgetting. Now also throw in a reminder of whatever a $20 a $19.99 super chat. Whatever our cut is goes directly to you.
Okay. I'm not too worried either way, but
okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Overlap.
I'll make sure I remember for sure. I think I agree. I think that I agree with your points. Like Mac Jones, I mean, you have to be thrilled with what we've seen from Mac Jones this season.
Absolutely. I think he's looked good this year. I think there's a lot of promise. I still think there's upside and things he's going to get a lot better at as far as processing. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very pleased with him while also realizing the fact that he's not Tom Brady because, there's only been one Tom Brady in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, I think that I agree. Also, looking at the EPA per play in this game, Kyle, there's some wild stuff. Currently, Josh Allen is averaging 0.74 EPA per play. So every play, he's getting 3/4 of a point. Also, currently for the Patriots, Mac Jones' total EPA is 1.5. So in 2 plays, Josh Allen makes what Mac Jones has done all game.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
He's been good. He's been really
Yeah.
good.
Also, I have some math. Mac Jones does not equal TB12. But again, part of it too is Mac Jones is kind of getting unfair comparisons if he keeps getting compared to Tom Brady.
Yeah, and I guess that, it's one of those things of when you replace the guy, it's kind of the hardest job.
Yeah.
So, Singletary gets another first down.
Yeah. Also, Scott B says, I don't have a super chat to send, but I think you guys are pretty super. Well, thanks, Scott B. I think
Thank
you're
you.
super as well. Or maybe not. I don't know. You might be a murderer.
I guess that is it is possible. So,
But we appreciate you watching us.
yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Between murders,
Yeah. Maybe during. We don't know.
that'd be interesting. That's quite the multitask.
I think I would imagine if I was like, I don't know, like the way I'm thinking of a murderer is like the Dexter of the show from the show Dexter murderer, where I think at that point I'd want to like listen to a podcast or something, or it's like you don't want to listen to something in case like
True
there's some
crime
around.
podcast.
Yeah, sure. There you go. Let's listen to Serial. Yeah.
I don't know about that one. Oh, my dog. One of my dogs is checking in. Hey,
Also,
Stella.
Scott B says I cannot confirm or deny that I am not a murderer. Wait, now I'm backwards. Double negatives confuse me.
He's saying that he can't tell you if he's not a murderer.
I guess either way, that I'm not a murderer or am a murderer. Either way, too many negatives throw me off. I've had a few drinks, and it looks like the Patriots have had a few drinks at the way they're defending.
And
will this be the drive they don't give up a touchdown, Kyle?
Probably not. They're already at the 20 yard line.
It truly is incredible, right? We're literally past the 10. We're 9.5 minutes into the third quarter, and there's yet to be the Patriots have yet to hold the Bills to a field goal. Their best drive was when they gave up a touchdown and then the Bills blocked the extra point. That's their best drive so far.
Yeah. And I think you look at the last game, the Bills didn't punt once in that game either. So yeah, hasn't been too great the last couple times we played Buffalo.
Yeah. Also, Lewis or probably Luis in the chat saying Scott really got accused of murder. I never said he is a murderer. I just said he could be. It's a possibility. Anyone could be a murderer. The only person I can confirm is not a murderer is me. Anyone else in my life could potentially be a murderer. I can't prove without a shadow of a doubt they have not murdered.
I can also confirm I'm not a murderer, so there's that too.
Well, maybe.
We'll see after this game.
Overlap 618. Too soon to say Buffalo Bengals AFC Championship? Probably too soon, right?
Oh, seeing how we haven't seen KC or Tennessee play.
Hey, they could play each other in round 2 if Pittsburgh pulls out the upset.
Yeah, pigs could fly too. So
sure. Lewis says, "Prove you aren't a murderer, Jackson." No, that's my point. Is you can't prove that someone isn't a murderer. Anyone could be a murderer.
That's true.
Josh Allen's going to throw to the end zone, who has a wide open Emmanuel Sanders for a touchdown. This could start to get out of hand, Kyle.
What is the coverage setup here? Why is he? I don't know.
I like this one. Casual fan says, Josh Allen is a murderer. Very true. Murdering Kyle's hopes and dreams right in front of our eyes.
Williams just stops on the play. I don't know what he was looking at. Okay. Well,
yeah, what happens here?
That's not good.
Looks like he assumed he had some sort of safety help over the top. I guess but the safety was taking another receiver. That's just another one of those don't cover grass, cover a receiver.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
he missed the extra point.
Nick Folk is definitely outplaying Tyler Bass tonight.
That's what you got going for you. There you go. Was Mac Jones smiling when he threw that interception? Looked like he was smiling as he was throwing and then throws an interception. That's not a great one.
Not a great look, no.
To chat, bring in Trubisky. Do we see the MVP here in this one, Kyle?
Well, he's not on Nickelodeon, so what's the point?
Well, this would be the third time in 4 seasons that we've seen Mitchell Trubisky play in a playoff game.
It'd be what?
The third time in 4 seasons we see Mitchell Trubisky play in a playoff game.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Guess he has that going for him.
Yeah. Kyle's team won 6 Lombardis in 19 years. He can hold the L for a few years, LOL. How long do you think it'll take until people like feel bad for Patriots fans?
Probably never.
Yeah, people don't really feel bad for Cowboys fans, right? If something bad happens to them.
No, and they won Super Bowls
Mm,
what? Early 90s?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So, yeah, I mean, you could look at Bills fans who've never won it, so there's that.
This is just the way that you're
There's my
feeling better
coping
about yourself.
mechanism. Yeah, pretty
Hmm.
much.
This is like how you haven't quite gone into the like the like I have at least like I have a nice job, nice home life, got my dogs who I love. Haven't quite gotten there yet.
Well, maybe all that stuff's not so nice in my life, okay?
Oh no, maybe this was all you had.
This is everything for me.
Well, hey, there's always next year, Kyle.
Uh yeah. Like I said, interesting offseason ahead for the Patriots.
Hmm.
Uh questions about JC Jackson. Is he gonna come back? Questions about replacements on defense at some key positions. Probably could add a receiver. You know,
Yeah, I mean, you could use like the a top tier receiver that could help. But I do think that this. I mean, I don't know. It's tough because like they don't really have that many holes. I know it sounds weird to say when they're getting crushed, 33-3, but like this isn't a team that has that many like downsides to their team. I feel like, I mean, the injuries have hurt that. Maybe you could use enough. I mean, honestly, they could really use if they had like a healthy Stephon Gilmore. This would be like a much different team.
yeah, I still feel like this team could probably use like 3 or 4 defensive players, and then probably a
Uh,
receiver.
yeah, I think I agree with that. I think it's really but like work on the run defense a little, and that's kind of what they need. Yeah, interesting overlap. I would like to hear Kyle's thoughts on improvement in the offseason. And are you guys doing watch along for tomorrow for the tomorrow games? We are for the Buccaneers one.
Yeah.
So starting at 1 Eastern, check out that. That's also a wild mask you see on the screen. So yeah, so that one definitely be on the lookout for it. We kind of already talked about your off-season thoughts, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you'll get a slightly better draft pick than if you won the Super Bowl. There's that. Just looking
Uh,
on the bright side.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I think they could address a few defensive spots. I think they're going to need another corner. You could always use corners in today's game. I
Mhm.
definitely think they need to address the middle linebacker spot, get a little
Yeah.
faster there, get a little better in coverage. I think that they could use
Oh, do we have a
dogs
dog?
going dogs going crazy. I think that they could use the linebacker, get a little faster at that position, probably another safety too.
Mhm.
And above all else, I'll probably watch a bunch of Chris Olave highlights this offseason and say they should take him first round. So Chris Olave would look pretty good.
Yeah. Also, like John Ward says, will Jackson wear the same shirt for tomorrow's game? So, the fun thing I noticed, Kyle, no one told me this, is if you wait till like a year after your team wins a Super Bowl, you can get a lot of really cheap Super Bowl champion shirts. So, like, I got like a couple of these that's like Super Bowl champion. It's kind of basic, but it was like $6. So, any Buccaneers fans
Oh,
out there, check that out on Fanatics. I also bought the 2 jerseys, as I said, because I couldn't decide to get a Mike Evans or a Tom Brady. So, I got them both. Which one should I wear tomorrow? Mike Evans or Tom Brady?
uh, you gotta go Brady.
Okay, go Brady, and then maybe if things don't go well early on, I'll switch it to the Evans. Also, overlap again with the super chat. Oh my goodness, overlap. Appreciate it. Saying, does Jackson and Kyle have score predictions for the Bucks game? Should I bet Bucks -8.5? Remember, any money I lose to generate gambling, I can't super chat. I say I like the Eagles +8.5. That's my take on it. I think that the Eagles will play a scheme that gives Tampa Bay trouble. I think I like Tampa Bay to win, but I like Philadelphia to cover.
Um, it's possible. I definitely think it kind of depends on the setup. What is the flag here? Is there too many men in the huddle?
I'll try to listen in.
Um,
Yeah, 12 in the huddle.
yeah.
Incredible.
Um, yeah, I mean, so
Say
I
something
think
nice
it
about the
kind of
Patriots.
depends. I think
Say
it's
something nice about the Patriots. Before we get into that, say one thing nice about the Patriots.
Nick Folk has been stellar this year.
Okay, go on. Answer the question then. Sorry for interrupting.
So Buccaneers. I think that the issue is that the Eagles run
Ooh,
a
there's a
zone.
nice throw.
Nice. I like that one.
Oh, Kendrick Bourne running after the catch. All right, game's not
Little
over.
yak. Little yak.
Yeah.
All right. Luna. My dog's in the room now. Hi, Luna.
Okay.
So anyway, I think the thing is the problem is the Eagles' defensive scheme scares me against Tom Brady. They run a soft zone scheme. They run not a lot of blitzing. And so Brady is going to have time, and he's going to have open holes in that zone defense, and he's going to be able to throw the check down. I think that's going to be a huge problem against Tampa Bay. I think there's a chance that Tampa Bay could light them up tomorrow. So I'm kind of leaning towards Bucks minus 8.5.
Interesting. Mac Jones getting it on the block. Good block by Mac Jones.
97 should retire.
Was that a face mask?
It looked like it was close.
Yeah.
Might have been shoulder pad because he's not asking for it. Yeah, 97 should retire right now for getting blocked like this. Look at this.
Yeah, that was
Look at
tough.
this. He gets moved backwards by a quarterback. Oh my!
That was a
God.
good block. That was like a legit block.
That was the best block I've ever seen from a quarterback. Yeah,
Looking forward to seeing Mac Jones's PFF blocking grade after this one.
I think that guy's faking injury now because of that play.
Yeah, I think his soul is hurt maybe more than anything. His ego. We have some Canadian super chat. 7 Canadian. Can you guys like the Niners tomorrow? If so, we have a crazy track record versus the Packers, and I expect an upset. Am I crazy? Also, Kyle, Jimmy G is all yours. I like the Niners. I picked them to upset. Now, Kyle, you said that you picked during the podcast you picked Dallas, but you said you now regret that. Why do you regret it?
Because I picked Mike McCarthy and Greg Zuerlein to win a football game in the playoffs, and that just feels like a mistake. You're probably losing like 4 points by having that duo, and I feel like that might be a problem in the playoffs. And I think there's a chance that like San Francisco has 200 rushing yards tomorrow and just kills them that way. So I think there's a lot of matchup that goes San Francisco's way.
Yeah, it's also kind of funny too, where it's like, I think someone proposed like once the playoff seeding got set, could the Niners make the NFC Championship game? And I was like, no, let's be realistic here. They're a good team, but are they top 4 team in football? Not really. But then you think about their route to get there, it doesn't seem that crazy, right? Beating Dallas, I think that's very possible, especially with the way that they match up, and then beating Green Bay, who they nearly beat in the regular season, and then you just have to win 2 more games and you're Super Bowl champions. So like, I'm warming up to the idea that the 49ers could go on a run here.
They're a good team. I was on them all season until our prediction show on Wednesday. I think they're a good team, and they're certainly capable of doing it. We'll see what happens in the game tomorrow. I don't know. Green Bay still feels like, I know they beat Green Bay in the playoffs. All the history's there. The matchup still they have some good matchup stuff there. Green Bay just feels like a tough out.
Yeah. Luis says the thumbnail isn't true. Kyle isn't panicking. He's accepted defeat. It's kind of true, Kyle. You're taking this very well.
If this was a close game, I'd probably be stressing out more than this. I at least got, was able to talk myself out of it within the first 10 minutes. I can't.
Sorry, I had to blow my nose.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I'm back. All right, here we go. Can they get a touchdown here?
That'd be nice.
Mac Jones takes the snap. Oh, that was dangerous. He complained about a flag, but I mean, you're behind the line of scrimmage, though.
Yeah,
you can't. That's not pass interference.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, that was a dangerous throw, but kind of throw it into the ground. I don't think the defensive lineman's making that play.
Yeah.
Let's see. We could use 6 here, 7.
8 probably.
A little. Just a little bit for pride's sake.
Yeah, I think so. Get up to double digits at the very least. Yeah. All right. 4 seconds on the play clock. Mac Jones takes the snap. 6:23 on the game clock, and he makes the catch. he doesn't make the catch. He makes the pass to Ramondre Stevenson, set up a third down. It's slightly less long. There you go. John Ward with the super chat. Thank you, John Ward. Maybe the silver lining with Lenny being out, it'll force the Bucks to pass more on first downs. Maybe, but I feel like they'll just run the ball regardless of who's in there. So I don't know. And plus, I think this might be the team you want to run the ball against a little bit with the way they schematically play. I'd rather have Leonard Fournette in there, I guess is what I'll say, especially with the game. He had a really good game the first time these two teams played. But I do get your point. There is some hope.
Hasn't the narrative that Tampa Bay runs the ball all the time kind of died now?
Maybe. I feel like it hasn't been as, I don't know the numbers on it, but I do feel like it hasn't been as bad as last year when they just every first down ran it.
Yeah.
Here's a pass complete. I believe they got the first down there.
Yep, that is first down. First and goal. Myers with a nice play there. All right.
Yeah.
3 yards out. Mac Jones could get his first playoff touchdown right here.
There you go.
The first of many as the future Tom Brady. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's what you want too, is you want, because you know those memes will come of like Tua and Mac Jones had the same amount of playoff touchdowns or something like that. Or like someone will find like, I don't know, Trey Burton has more playoff touchdown passes than Mac Jones. That'll get said.
Yeah.
Here's a pitch to Harris, who interesting camera angle there. I actually don't hate that.
It's kind of like an all 22 footage almost.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like a different thing. I don't know what that is, but interesting.
Play didn't work though. Option play with Mac Jones is always interesting. Or I don't even know if it was an option or just a pitch play.
Mm-hmm.
But all right.
Yeah.
So after that waste, 2nd and 3 from the 3.5.
Yeah. Did the camera go out? Okay, no, they're back to that. I was wondering, like, did like a camera go out? Why did it keep going to this angle? Mac Jones, play action to apparently nobody. Going to throw it away. Is that not grounding?
No, he was out of the pocket, I think.
Okay.
And even then, Myers was kind of there. Looked like it was just covered.
Pushing and shoving at the end, too. Wonder why.
I mean, we might as well just fight him at this point. We're not going to beat him in a football game.
Yeah, I guess he was out of the pocket. Not wide out of the pocket, but
yeah.
I think if he was like 3 yards to his left, that could have been grounding.
Yeah, I think so. But I think he knew. Looked like it was just pretty well covered by the Bills.
All right, man coverage. Mac Jones quarterback draw.
Not going to call that.
Mac Jones pump fakes, throws to a dropped player there. I believe that was dropped by Jacoby Myers. It might have been incomplete. Got to go for it, right? No sad field goal here.
I would.
Oh, just dropped.
Got to catch that one.
Yeah. Well, Kyle.
Would have been nice to have that.
It's been a great season.
Expectations weren't high to begin the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this was a team that a lot of people had. You know, there's a good number of people who picked us to finish 3rd in the division. So I think making the
4th down, 5 wide. Got to get a touchdown here, Kyle. Throwing it. Oh, they got wide open. Okay, well, there you go. Got the touchdown.
What is Hyde doing there? That's got to be miscommunication.
Clue.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's got to be
miscommunication. Or maybe he thought there should have been like an offensive pass interference or something. But late flag. There's a flag down. But I don't know if that was earlier. There's no flag indicator, but I saw a yellow flag on it. There was a flag, right? Or am I going crazy?
There's something on the field. I don't know if it was a flag.
Was it a yellow dildo? Is Kyle? Yeah, see, clearly something. Oh, it was a dildo. I saw it on the thing. There was a dildo on the screen. Someone threw a dildo at Kendrick Bourne, who then pointed down to it towards the ref. I think he was trying to get someone thrown out of the game.
Yeah, I don't know why they were. How did I notice that so quick?
Yeah, great job on you. I thought it was a flag.
Well, that was the thing from a couple years ago, the dildo on the field.
Yeah, that was something they kept doing. Yes, there was a dildo on the field. A great job there.
That's big J capital journalism for us here.
Mm-hmm.
Investigating that one out, noticing it right away. Patriots are on the board. So
yeah. Why couldn't the extra point though? Why not go for 2?
Because Bill Belichick is conservative no matter what.
I mean, this is absurd. Like, you might as well go for 2, right? Because then you can, because what?
22
you're down 23. You could at least, if you get it twice, then you can potentially, only have to score. I mean, I know you're not going to but then you're down 3 scores basically.
Let's see if we zoomed in here on the. Yep, that is a dildo. All right. So just to confirm, was in fact a dildo on the field. All right.
Yeah, some people are talking about like maybe this is why they did not put this game on the Nickelodeon.
That's a different kind of slime time.
Well, yeah, why did they show the replay of that, of him pointing at the dildo?
I don't know. I don't know why they brought it back. Just to remind everyone that it was there.
All right. Well, good stuff, Kyle. Hey, still possible.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, probably not. So what? Let's talk about the matchups then. So we would assume then that we have Kansas City, Buffalo, and then Cincinnati versus Tennessee. That would be a fun 2 matchups.
Yeah, that KC Buffalo game, I think a lot of people would say that's the best 2 teams in the AFC right there for the chance to play in the conference championship. That'd be a really good game. And then, of course, like you said, Cincinnati's been playing lights out football against Tennessee team that was the 1 seed, despite all the things going against them. That's also an interesting matchup. Who do you like out of those 2 games off the top of your head?
Top of my head, gut reaction. Obviously, a lot will change once I do my, studying. And also, listen, like Pittsburgh could win. Crazier things have happened. But realistically, I think I like Buffalo and Tennessee is what I would assume. And I think I'd probably like Buffalo to go to the Super Bowl, given this matchup. I think that give me Buffalo, right? I mean, doesn't that make no sense?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're a good matchup for KC, playing KC. And then I don't know. I think I'm just going to ride the Cincinnati train. I kind of said are they the AFC sleeper this year? Gut reaction if that's the matchup. I'm kind of feeling Buffalo versus Cincinnati.
Yeah, interesting. That's fascinating. It does feel like Cincinnati kind of giving me Buffalo vibes from last year, where I picked against them like every round, and they still made it to the conference championship.
Who?
Buffalo or Cincinnati's kind of reminding me of Buffalo last year.
I mean, it's possible. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tennessee's a good team, so be a tough out. But
yeah,
at this point, I'm just willing to bet that Cincinnati's going to be able to throw on anybody.
Yeah. Also weird how like I feel like we never see this where we never see 2 AFC teams the first day, right? Usually it's like 1 AFC, 1 NFC.
Yeah, I don't know why they did the scheduling this way. I don't know. Not to mention they did the Sunday night game for Pittsburgh, which is just the biggest mistake.
Yeah, and yeah, overlap 618. Love you, Kyle. If it makes you feel better, Kendrick Bourne has more playoff touchdowns than Odell Beckham Jr. and the same amount as DeAndre Hopkins. Let's go, Joey Jackpot. Is that supposed to be Burrow? I'm assuming that's Burrow, not Butto.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Thank you again.
Thank
Great
you,
overlap,
yeah.
618, the official sponsor of the On the Sideline podcast.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Cincinnati can make a run at this. I think they're a pretty good team. I think they had some times where they struggled this game, but I still felt comfortable about them being the better team this week.
Yeah. Also, overlap. Burrow with the asterisks. Yeah, we got it. We're there. Yeah, interesting. Weird stuff there. Someone said I tried to see the dodo thing on YouTube. Apparently, this is the thing. Yeah, no, this is the thing. This is what Buffalo does. It's going back from a while now. It's usually in Patriots games too, right?
Well, the first time I saw it was a Patriots game. I don't know if they're going to consistently do it for Patriots game. But I don't know. What a weird shtick. Like, imagine going to a store and buying a dildo to say, hey, I'm going to throw this at a Buffalo Bills game.
Yeah. That's what do you do? Do you plan that out ahead of time? Like, do you buy one off of Amazon and like let it wait, or is it like do you like go to a shop on the way there to buy a dildo? And is this a spur of the moment thing? I feel like it can't be. Like, this feels like it has to be very planned out.
I would say so. I don't think you can. You just decide the day of a game. Oh, I need a dildo now. I don't imagine it's a used one either. So it's like, oh, let me grab this and head to the field.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to wonder, how do you sneak it into the game? But maybe I don't want to know.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's gonna scan out in a metal detector. It's rubber, isn't it?
I wouldn't know. Not a dildo expert, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would assume. So,
Mhm.
uh,
I was like this. These guys acting like they don't have spare dildos around. Yeah, that's good stuff.
yeah, it's just we're trying to be a little discreet about it.
Exactly. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. Interesting stuff. This
Isn't that
also.
interesting?
I mean, I guess I'll second sure it says the official dildo pocket. Listen, the dildo has been the most interesting part of this game, if we're being honest, Kyle.
That's probably fair. Hey, the
Mhm.
first time we stopped Devin Singletary short of the first down.
There you go. Now it's a 3rd down and 1. Best 3rd down spot we've had for a while. Uh, Overlap, send location Jackson. I'll send project name D1 LD0.
Overlap really wants your address, man.
Yeah, it's concerning. I think that's fair to say. Not giving someone my address who I've never met before.
All right, let's get a pun. Let's get a pun here.
Here, 3rd and 1. 4 seconds on the play clock. 154 on the game clock. Allen's going to take it himself, run it himself, gets the first down, and gets like 3 yards on the quarterback sneak. Even the quarterback sneaks are going well.
Well, didn't get a stop.
No, but they're having fun.
I'm not. That's for
It's not
sure.
about who wins or loses, but who has
Josh
the most
Allen
fun.
with the sticker that says "Stop Hate." Well, I hate him a lot right now. I gotta say.
Yeah, not stopping any hate in New England side of things.
Uh, all right. Well, I'd like to force one punt today. That'd be nice. Just one.
Or maybe just like, how about hold him to one field goal?
No, I want a punt.
Okay. What
What the
about like a
heck is this
turnover?
coverage? Like what? He's standing in the middle of the field with nobody around him.
Looked like it was almost looked like it was man, so that's why I'm confused. Did someone just not pick him up? Was it just a blown coverage? No, it's zone coverage, quarters coverage, and just maybe it wasn't because it looked like a blitz off the edge. I don't know what happened there. Can't tell you, Kyle.
I don't know. He could have just fallen asleep right there. I don't get it. Okay. Well, still like to see just one punt.
Okay, one punt might be tough given the fact that they're on the outside of field goal range. Allen's going to throw it backwards to Isaiah McKenzie, who can run by everybody. I mean, New England's not even trying.
Yeah, I mean they're jogging to the football. So,
Yeah.
well,
Kyle, say something nice about the Bills.
I mean this whole game's been pretty nice for them, right? I mean they've been
Uh-huh.
pretty explosive. They're basically getting a first down to play.
Mm-hmm. That's fuck me. It's gonna be hard for you, given how. Hey, New England almost had as many yards in this quarter as Buffalo did. If the game
But
started in the second
they cut
half,
the
this is anyone's
deficit.
game.
They cut the deficit here from 24 to 23.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Um,
just running out of time. Come back is starting.
um, yeah. I mean, it's not over yet. 15
Over,
minutes.
overlap 618. Do you guys have new Super Bowl thoughts? That's a good point. I mean, I'm gonna say I don't think Cleveland's gonna win the Super Bowl.
That's a
I
bold
think I'm gonna
take.
walk that one back.
I think I feel pretty good about the Bills making the Super Bowl.
Hmm.
I don't know if they A win it or and B, I don't think they play the Rams. That was my beginning of the year take.
Uh,
I guess I could say probably maybe no, actually Bills against Packers. Packers
that's what
winning.
I was thinking too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be a good game.
that'd be fun.
Yeah. What about even like Bills Buccaneers? I could see that happening as well. I could see again. I think that might let's power rank the AFC teams and let's assume Kansas City wins. So there's 4 teams that would be Cincinnati, Kansas City, Buffalo, and Tennessee. What's your power rankings?
KC, Buffalo, um, Tennessee, Cincinnati.
So Kansas City is you would say that's your favorite in the AFC.
Yeah. So I mean I think Kansas City
Or is
would
it more
be
so you think they're better, but you think the matchup favors Buffalo?
Yes, I think
Okay.
Buffalo matches up with them pretty well, but I do think Kansas City is kind of a better team, if that makes sense.
Hmm. Right. So yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, interesting. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. It seems wide open. I feel like usually when you get to this point, there's like one team that's like, hey, well, they're not very good. But I feel like all four of these teams, again, unless Pittsburgh pulls off the upset of all upsets, seems like any of these four teams could win it all.
Absolutely. I still think the NFC teams are better at the top, but at the same time, like I don't think Kansas City or Buffalo goes into that game with no shot. I don't think Tennessee would go into that game with no shot.
Yeah.
So in the way Cincinnati's playing, I don't think they'd go into that game with no shot.
Hmm. I mean, the way Buffalo's playing, maybe no one has a shot. I mean, if they can play this well.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, they're playing lights out football. So
Hmm.
15 minutes to go. You
Kyle,
know,
I have a question.
yeah.
What's the bigger score differential? The one that ends up being in this game or the one in the Pittsburgh uh, versus Kansas City game?
Probably this one at this point.
How about this other question? Bigger score differential, this game or the 3 games tomorrow all combined?
Oh, I got to take the 3 games at that point.
Do you? I don't know. I mean, I feel like the spread
Oh
probably
my
wouldn't be that much.
God. What the hell are you doing? It's just pathetic.
Also, just throwing this out there, you said you'd be very surprised if 58 points get scored in this game. There's been 43 so far. We're 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion away from getting to score 58.
Well, I mean, if the Bills get the ball the whole time, it's possible.
Yeah. Overlap says salt on the wound Jackson, cold blooded Jackson out of line. What did I say? What is this
I think
referring
about
to?
the score differential.
Oh, I mean, that's fine, right? I don't think
Yeah, that's fine.
hurting Kyle unsubscribed. That's over. Yeah, I think it's also in super chat. But a sub since you had 5K. Thanks for dedication. Love your content. As an international student, Nepal, I learned football from watching your content. Wow, thank you, Robin. Appreciate that. Kyle, you probably have nothing to add, but that's fine.
Great that you love football. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird how it seems like no one from other countries really like. There's some like Samoan players in the NFL, but that seems to be pretty much it.
German's kind of popping up. I know Jakob
Okay.
Johnson. I think he might be the only pro player, but there's actually become a pretty big recruiting market in Germany. Some of the college schools have gone over there and recruited some guys over. So it's popping up a little
Oh
bit
my
more, but
god.
wow. Miles Bryant had no chance.
No.
Um,
Zachary Stewart says, oh, here, I'm going to do, I'll get Zachary Stewart just one second. First, Scott B, just a tip of what Bills Mafia is capable of. Not sure if that's what's referring to the touchdown or the throwing dildos onto the field, but regardless, I agree. Also, Zachary Stewart, okay, Kyle, you're the GM of the Patriots. Texans call Mac Jones for the neck. What do you do?
say no.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Overlap 618. If you like him in Nepal, if you like him now, Nepal, wait till you see him in a giant penguin suit. Stay tuned. Yes, the Buccaneers win. I said I would wear a penguin suit. I don't think I said a giant penguin suit. I think it's just again a normal sized penguin suit. I guess it'd be giant if, in case compared to other penguins. But I would wear a penguin suit if the Buccaneers win the Super Bowl. Would love for it to happen. Kyle, bright side. You will not have to be wearing a penguin suit, it seems like, given that you would have had to if the Patriots won the Super Bowl.
No, it is over. We are done, but we made it this far.
Yeah, I guess again, TCAT. Props to Kyle for taking this and being on here. Couldn't imagine trying to live stream myself, watching one of the many Packers' heartbreaking playoff losses. Is it easy? I do feel like getting your team getting completely crushed is easier than your team losing on like a last second, on like a heartbreaking game.
You can definitely accept it a lot quicker. You don't have to
Uh-huh.
like stress out about it the whole game.
Right.
So
You get time to sort of relax. Got time to think like, hey, it was a great season. We have Mac Jones. We don't have Davis Mills. There's better things here.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's still plenty of optimism in Patriots land for the future. I think
Hmm.
we're fine with whatever if you don't want to believe in Mac Jones, we'll be fine with it.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I guess I'll ask one more time, Kyle. The Jets call up saying, we'll give you Zach Wilson for Mac Jones 1-for-1. What do you do?
No.
No,
I
not
like my
happening.
quarterback. I'm okay with it.
Packers call. Mac Jones for Aaron Rodgers, 1-on-1, 1-for-1.
Well, yeah, I mean, the guy who might win MVP this year
Mm-hmm.
has to be considered.
Yeah. So you consider it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to consider that one a lot. So, but I like Mac Jones. I don't care. One playoff game is not going to deter me.
Yeah. BP Lup says getting blown out is easier. The last 5 Raider games have taken years off my life. I bet so. Yeah, that seems tough. But at least you won 4 of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. Do you think Rich Bisaccia keeps that job?
I kind of lean towards no. Like his final record with the Raiders ended up being like I think 7-6. So it's not like he was like amazing with them. I think it would be one thing if they were like 7-2 or something like that, but like you barely finished above 500. I think they're going to look at one of these flashy new hires and think about it's kind of uh the Family Guy joke. I just know the meme where they say like yeah, I could get a boat or I could get this mystery box. It could be anything, maybe even a boat. Like I feel like that's just kind of the way you view it when like you think about this stuff. I think they're gonna go for something else.
Yeah. Do you think that's Harbaugh?
I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it at all. I think that again, there's been talk about Brian Flores. I think Brian Flores is going to get a job. I think someone's going to fire Brian Flores. Although I kind of feel like for Flores, maybe it would make more sense with like the Giants or like one of these teams that they want to dig themselves out of the gutter. They know Flores can do that. I think they're the ones that are really going to push hard for him.
Well, he already interviewed with Houston.
Okay, yeah, I think that's a good fit. And there's even the Deshaun Watson,
Get
rumors.
the quarterback he wanted all along.
Right. Kyle, did the rumors that Flores did not like Tua, did that give you a higher make you feel better about Brian Flores as a head coach?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the interesting thing about this firing. We didn't really talk about it because it was in the middle of like getting ready for playoff time.
Mm-hmm.
Was that basically the Dolphins are deciding to go with the GM and the quarterback over the head coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they're kind of just doubling down on this Tua thing. It doesn't sound like there's going to be movement there now.
Yeah, I mean that tends to. Yeah, I think so. I'd be very surprised if they also got rid of Tua. It seems like it tends to be the way it goes, though. If it's a quarterback versus head coach, it seems like it's very rare teams take the head coach over the quarterback, even when it does make sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess unless it's Bill Belichick to Tom Brady, but
right. Well, I guess that's true. What did you think about the David Coley getting fired?
It kind of sucked. I mean, look,
Mm-hmm.
I think we kind of talked about it. It's like if you feel like you can have a better option out there, you might as well go for it. It's not like he
Uh-huh.
blew. The thing with the Flores and the Coley thing, it's like it's not like either of these guys are like the 2 best coaches in football.
Right.
I think we saw a lot of promise out of Flores, and I think he's going to be a good head coach. And I think Coley did good given the circumstances there in Houston. But at the same time, like, yeah, I mean, it sucks. But at the same time, if you feel like, hey, a Flores or a Harbaugh's available, that seems like a good spot.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think I agree. Also, we're still watching the game. 12 minutes and 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter as Mac Jones runs a play action. Something open. No, gonna throw the check down, and it's dropped. Yeah, one of the better Patriot plays of the night.
Yeah, fullback out there trying to make the play. That's a tough one.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying. I don't know what this means. Like, She Got Sports raid. So I'm assuming there was some sort of. I didn't know you could raid on YouTube, but if that did happen, thank you.
What is this? What does this mean?
I don't know if it's a thing or if people are just saying stuff. I know that on Twitch, there's like a raid thing where it's like if you do a live stream when you end, you can send all the people to a different stream.
Oh, so they want us to send them to a different channel after this?
No, I think someone from a different channel got sent here. I think people from a
Oh,
different channel.
okay. Well, hi. What's up?
Yes. Hello. Hope you enjoy us rambling about. So just to set the stage, if you are just hopping in, Kyle is very depressed.
It definitely hasn't been the best. It hasn't been the best Patriots game I watched all season. something I wish was a little bit closer, but at the same time, um, you know, like I said, there wasn't a lot of expectations for this Patriots team before the year. Made the playoffs with a rookie quarterback, and I actually think he's been all right tonight. I think he's made some good throws. He's had a couple bad throws, but at the same time, like, I think this game's definitely not on him and his performance.
Yeah. Also, yeah. So we got the comment. So she got sport. Love your channel. Sent to viewers here on my live. Hit the like. Yeah, appreciate that. Definitely, very nice. Yeah. Interesting stuff here by the game, Kyle.
All right, so we're getting sacked off the field. We might as well just play with the running clock at this point.
I guess so. Yeah. At what point do you just start taking these?
Just start kneeing the clock out. What do you do?
Sure. I mean, you're punting here down 40-10 on a 4th and 11.
Yeah. Jake Bailey, maybe been our best player today besides Nick Folk. See if he can pin him back inside the 20 again.
You know, I would say only the second most cowardly punt of the night.
Second most cowardly.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Do we have a return here? Uh-oh. Going down. Oh, he fumbles. Or not fumbles, but he trips and falls, I mean. So close. I thought they had it, Kyle.
Well, that was a weird play. Patriots can't do anything right tonight. Literally nothing.
Oh, he tripped over his own guy. He had it.
The guy had to blow up the punter.
Yeah.
He could have just got out of the way and this guy would have scored a touchdown.
Probably.
Well,
Zachary Stewart has a good point. Could do 2 quarterback sneaks in a row on 2nd and 3rd and then punt. That's a good idea.
Is this a Joe Judge thing?
Yeah, that's a Judge. Also, Brandon saying, I'm still laughing at the play action down by 200 LMAO. Yeah, there was that was we kind of glossed over that. There was a play action late in this game. I'm not sure how much you're going to fool people with that.
Yeah. Well, got to try everything. Josh McDaniels pulling everything out of the playbook. We could see the double pass here later in the game.
Maybe, probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like just 3 quarterback sneaks that drive and just, call it from there.
Yeah, Scott B says, here comes the MVP. You got to put in Trubisky now, right?
I would assume so. Why even risk letting Allen get hurt,
Right. You're up 30 with, 10 minutes left, and you had the ball out there 40.
Left. Yeah, I think you feel pretty good about putting the backup quarterback in.
Yeah, that's like this chat. Suck it, Pats, quote mark, fans.
Okay. All right.
I guess Mr. Itaman, not a big Patriots fan.
Not a big Patriots fan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. I guess so. Who knows? Well, welcome to the chat. Thanks for watching.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks to everyone. Do you like how I'll sometimes pick the mean comments too and share those?
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, this is the brick wall right here. I am bulletproof.
Yeah. So he says, world peace, one Pats lose. Really not a big Patriots fan.
There are worse things that happen, or there are better things that happen in the world than the Patriots losing football games. I got to say.
How many?
Well, global treaties for peace. That'd be better than a Patriots.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know then. I'm sure there's a few things that are better.
Okay, honest question. What's better in an average year? How many things are better than seeing your least favorite team get knocked out of postseason contention?
How many things in account, like an average year?
Yeah. So if you're a Bills fan, what's going to be better? And let's just say, forget about if the Bills win the Super Bowl. There's a big completion for Josh Allen, who's going to get the ball to about the 1 yard line. So there you go. Good stuff by the Bills. I'm just saying, if you're I think about it, my team was the Buccaneers, and they never made the playoffs. Also, J.C. Jackson getting beat by Dawson Knox. That's kind of not great either. But I was gonna say, when the Buccaneers would see, the Saints get knocked out by the playoffs, that was the best thing to happen. What's better in an average year?
I don't know, like maybe a promotion, raise,
I don't think
anything.
most people get that.
You don't think most people get raises in their life?
I guess most people. I guess maybe a raise, but like a scheduled raise, do you really feel that great about it?
I guess it depends on how big the raise
This is coming
is.
from someone who's never worked an office job, so.
That's fair. So,
Mhm. Brandon says, "Man, you should watch like hockey or something. This game is over. Are there any good hockey games? We could switch to a hockey game, Kyle."
well, the Bruins won earlier in overtime. That was a good game.
Oh, okay, there you
Um,
go.
we could jump to some Celtics basketball. They're up 2 with 9 seconds left.
Oh, there you go. That's the Lightning one as well, 3-1. Maple Leafs beat the Blues 6-5. That must have been crazy.
Who cares about the Maple Leafs?
I think the Maple Leafs are interesting.
Until they lose to us in the first round again. So
Yeah, but that's what's interesting about them. And there's a wide open screen pass to offensive lineman getting the touchdown, Kyle.
haven't they run this play before? Like, I don't know.
Who? I guess it's work. Also, go for you. If there wasn't for these missed extra points, they would have hit the 58 mark that you made fun of me for saying that this would happen in this game.
They've played well. They've thrown the ball well. I was expecting this to be much more low scoring, but I mean, when your quarterback's got 314 yards, or no, what is the number now? I was looking at the wrong game.
I don't know. I have NHL stats pulled up now.
Josh Allen has 307 yards and 5 touchdowns and 4 incomplete passes.
Unbelievable. I mean, this is just he has what? So he has more touchdowns than incomplete passes.
He missed another. Did he miss it? Oh,
No,
it
he
went
made it.
in. Got lucky. Yes, and somehow that's not a perfect passer rating.
What does he have to do?
I don't know. The perfect passer rating is what? 158.3? Is that 157.6?
Wow. Oh wow, I didn't see it live. I just now saw the replay of the thing. That was an interesting one. Do you think the Patriots' issue is that they should have ran the ball every single play this time? The game would have been closer
Yeah.
because less
Could have
possessions.
less possessions. He could have only thrown the ball 3 times. But I don't think throwing the ball has really been the issue here. So,
Probably, yeah, that's probably fair here. Trying to look up the numbers here. I mean, it's just like what is this? This has to be the biggest blowout that we've seen in the playoffs in quite some time. What's the most recent? What's the last blowout like this?
I don't know.
Granted, it'll probably last one day until the Kansas City Chiefs play the Steelers.
That's true. Yeah. I can't even remember the last like major blowout in the playoffs. The last one I can think of is that Seahawks Broncos Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. We have let's see, Pats and Indy. Yeah, that's a good one. Think about that one. That one was a blowout.
Yep. Yeah. I got nothing.
Sorry,
there,
Kyle.
honestly.
Is this not helping cheer you up? Talking about the other big blowouts that have happened in playoff
No,
history.
it's okay. We're almost there. We're almost to the promised land, which is the end of this game. 47-10, huh? Wow.
Yeah, this is tough. Okay, so I'm trying
Win
to look it up.
probably 99.9. It's happened before.
Sure. So biggest blowout in playoff history was when the Chicago Bears beat Washington 73-0.
Well, we didn't have that, so that's good.
Yeah, see, it could be worse.
Yeah. What's number 2?
I don't know. I'll look
Oh,
it
it
up.
just said number 1.
Okay, well, the Jaguars beat the Dolphins 62-7.
Didn't have that either.
I'm trying to think. The biggest wild card round blowout was the Jets beating the Colts 41-0 in 2003.
41-0 in 2003.
Yeah. So
Well,
if the Bills scored another touchdown, this would then take place for the biggest blowout in wild card round history.
well, we're not there yet. Look on the bright side.
Zachary Stewart. Thanks, Jackson. I'm so happy you reminded me that as a Washington fan. I just like someone like that 1940 playoff game.
How dare they? That was
All
the
right.
worst moment of my life.
Yeah.
Uh,
Trash Panda says, why are the police just letting this happen? That's a good point, Kyle. Should the police step in?
well, it's in Buffalo. They won't do much. They're too
Are you
busy.
make
They're too busy trying to buy new picnic tables for next week.
That's true. Yeah, that's an important thing to have to do.
Yeah. I did see one video today of a picnic jump, and it was pretty impressive.
I mean, I feel like it's anyone again. I did the say, Kyle. I do love Bills fans. I mean, the willingness to throw dildos on fields, jump and to break the tables. Just a great fan base.
I don't know. I just like, why would you want to do that? Like, why would you want to like separate your shoulder just because it's a football game? I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready for it. I'm not built like that.
Yeah, they're built different in Buffalo. I think I could see it. I think you get me. I think younger Jackson would have probably done that.
Would have what? Jumped into a table?
Yeah, I think you could even you could get me drunk enough that I would jump through a table at this point.
Hmm.
I also feel like when I was in better shape, I would have been more willing to do something like that. Because like when I was, when I was like 21 and in good shape, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I jump through a table, I'll be, I'll rub some dirt on it and be fine. But now it's like, okay, if I slip and fall, I'm sidelined for weeks.
If I jump cleanly, I'm probably sidelined for a week.
Yeah, I think that's that's fair. Okay, so Kyle, do you want to take a guess? Oh no, here I have the wrong game set up. Okay, so give me a second, and then we'll play to guess the EPA for each of these quarterbacks. But we'll get it
Okay.
in a second. Gotta wait for it to load. Okay, here we go. Okay, for Mac Jones, I'll say put the total EPA at 2. Guess the total over under for total EPA.
Probably under.
It is actually over. You are incorrect. 2.7 total EPA for Mac Jones. So there you go.
So he's responsible for 2.7 of the 10 points scored.
Kind of. It's over expected, so it's not exactly how it works, but basically.
Okay. Well, what's Josh Allen? Like 37?
Amazingly, I'm not making this up. It's 28.3. That is the EP, and that might end up being what he leaves the game at, which would be incredible.
That's a good number.
Yeah, that's good. Joe Super Chat. As a Steelers fan, I'm prepared for a similar result. Even though the Pats are my nemesis, I feel for you. Hang in there, dude. Well, there you go. That's even Steelers fans and Patriots fans coming together.
I've always had respect for Pittsburgh fans. They're okay.
Yeah. Also, this is the good. I'm sorry. Rory in the chat. I almost put that out there. Cannot do that. There might be children watching this. Not going to get. We've talked about dildos enough. Well, we'll leave that.
Although, you're looking at this game, it's like Patriots 5 for 10 on third down. Like, I still continue to think the offense has done, it's not good, but it's been okay today. I think Mac's been okay today, but there's just no answer for defensively just getting crushed every possession. You can't do that.
I fully agree. I think that, listen, Patriots offense hasn't been spectacular, but they're playing a good defense. There hasn't been a ton of possessions. I think 5.3 yards per play prior to that throwaway. So it hasn't been a mess by any means offensively. It's just been such a mess defensively. They still haven't held them to a field goal.
Yeah, going off of last game, how many, so what, 7 touchdowns on 7 possessions this game? So that's 9 straight drives against the Patriots defense that Bills have had touchdowns going back to the last game.
I guess so.
Yeah. So not counting the 2 kneel downs.
Yeah. Again, Brandon, did you really say the offense looked okay? 3 question marks. LMA. Okay, relax. Calm down. Like Buffalo's defense is good. Like this isn't going to be a perfect day, and like obviously there's been some issues, but part of it too is they've only had like 7 possessions too. So it's not been great. No one's saying it's been great, but the offense has not been horrific. The defense has.
Yeah.
And here's a free rusher. Mac Jones gets out of it, makes the throw. Will be 4th down. Do they go for it here?
I mean, you better go for it. I mean, what are you telling your team if you're not going to go for it?
I mean, they punted on 4th and 11, down 30.
Yeah. Looks like they're going for it.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Kyle, what's play call do you dial up?
You're probably looking underneath here. If there is a blitz, you're probably looking at lining up Myers, seeing if he can get into the soft spot of the zone. Myers is on the outside though, so that's probably he's going to motion in.
All right, Mac
Myers right
Jones
over the
has
middle
an
there.
open
He had
receiver
the
over the
zone
middle.
spot. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Here you go.
Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at younger
Just hitting your
Tony
stride.
Romo.
Oh,
Looks like there's a
flag.
flag, so probably coming back. Oh, roughing the
Oh,
passer.
roughing the passers.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of time. See, BP Lup says 37 points in 5 minutes. Plenty of time. Yeah, just getting started.
I mean, couple touchdowns. Anybody's ball game. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm hoping for give me some more points just so that give me at least another field goal so that way I can say the 58-point thing happened.
Yeah, it might actually hit. So I think it is probably going to hit. I know the over under for the game hit.
I would expect so.
But all right, 1st and 10, 5 minutes to go. We're rolling here. Here's Leslie Frazier. Probably going to be a head coach. Maybe a head coach.
Maybe. Yeah, I could see that. All right. 4:45
Snap the ball.
Play clock. They do snap the ball to Ramondre Stevenson. It's funny. It's like, why do you care? I know when your team sucks, like, why do you care? But you still do, like 4.5 minutes left. Still matters.
Don't make dumb mistakes. Just get the play going. Oh,
yeah,
boy. Do we still have Mac Jones comments going on? Is that what I'm seeing?
Are we? I was looking away for a second. I don't know. I don't see too much. Stevenson is in, getting another yard. Could get a field goal here. Bright spot. The Patriots are back to over. They're in positive EPA per play now on offense.
Like I said, they've been okay. Not good. Just okay.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing. I want to go back to. What's that?
Defensible on the offense. The defense has not been.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So at the end of quarter 1, the win percentage for New England was 8.7 after the first quarter.
What's it now?
Not a lot. 0.1, which I believe is probably the lowest it gets. Actually, no, it's at 0. It's just at 0%. It's just a straight 0.
There is no chance they would.
They have not given the algorithm has not given them even a 0.1% chance.
Well, it was good while it lasted. I guess now I'm willing to say the game's over.
I guess. And by the way, it got to 0 like in the third quarter.
Yeah.
It was like late in the third quarter. That's when it hit 0.
Makes sense. Uh-oh.
Right, here's a pass. Could this be a touchdown? Close.
Down to the 4.
Jackson, who is your team? That is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, of course, wearing the t-shirt. Excited for the game tomorrow. Kyle, who will score more points? The Bills or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this wild card round?
Probably the Bills.
How could you? Betting against Tom Brady?
Yeah, I know. That's true.
He's going to hear this podcast. He's going to listen to this, not a podcast, but hear this live stream and use it as motivation.
He's going to score 49 just to prove us.
Exactly. Elijah says Mac Jones needs to get better at sending inspirational text messages. Is that it? Is that the reason why this has gone wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could have motivated the defense a little bit more, got them to show up to this game.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm so glad I didn't go to this game.
Yeah, you were. Well, when Well, but you were considering going to. What was that again?
I was
When you were
considering going if they were playing Cincinnati.
all right,
Cincinnati's about a 12-hour drive, so wouldn't have been too
gotcha.
bad. Plus, it's a lot warmer. That would have been nice, but didn't play Cincinnati. Probably a good thing I didn't go anyways. So
What do you think is going to be the most annoying narrative for the off season now, as a Patriots fan?
everything from Mac Jones' regular season is just going to be negated because a couple of bad weeks at the end of the year against like 2 top 10 defenses, and then also average playoff game.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I think that that's probably a good one. Maybe the like
Brady
the
was right all along.
Well, that part's true. I mean, that's just fair.
Yeah. So
I guess it's not looking great for the Belichick versus Brady Super Bowl here in 2022.
You don't think that's going to happen anymore?
Probably not. Maybe Belichick will leave to head. If Belichick said, like, I'm going to lead the Patriots right now and I'll coach the Bengals, do you think they say yes? Like today, like tonight?
You're just off Zach Taylor?
Would you think they would do it? Or even like, I don't know, like who's like a decent head coach who's still in it? Like,
what, like Matt LaFleur?
Well, I think Matt LaFleur is very good. Like Bruce Arians.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably the best one. If he said he'd go to Tampa Bay right now and be their head coach, I'd probably do it.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think that just again, and it's not like you're losing anything with the game management decisions because you're replacing him, replacing Bruce Arians.
Yeah, that's true. Just go ahead and watch some Chris Olave highlights. I'll get excited by that way.
Late Xmas present, Buffalo Bills defeat Patriots. That's what the
Christmas was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's a bit very late. Maybe
it's like a whole new holiday. Literally, there's a new holiday Monday. I don't think you can celebrate Christmas anymore.
Probably not. Mac Jones throws for Jacoby Myers, but there's contact made, no flag, and we are at 3rd and goal. Here's Isaac Lee says Belichick to the Giants. Could Belichick leave in the offseason?
I don't know. I mean, he definitely wouldn't go to the Giants. That doesn't make sense.
Right. Don't know why you do that.
I think he's not going to leave. He's not going to leave. But I think
like Brady would never leave New England.
Well, it's a little different. I mean, Belichick's like over 70. Why would he want to relocate?
Yeah. Could Belichick retire?
It's possible. I wouldn't be surprised any year he does.
Hunter Henry wide open.
Hunter Henry, throw it to him. Yes. Oh, my God. What are you
doing? Again, I feel like there's been about a dozen of those plays. Just sum it up.
It was wide open for an hour and a half.
Oh, man. Wide open for forever. Underthrows a little bit.
Catch the ball.
I think Hunter Henry just didn't want to have to dive, which I kind of feel him on that.
He didn't even have to dive. That's a catchable ball.
Oh, man. Not looking great, Kyle.
Let's get a touchdown here. Let's get a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a touchdown. Rooting for just last chance to root for your team, it seems like. As that throws to Kendrick Bourne, who's open, and it is caught for the touchdown. Patriots end up with 16, a chance for 17 here. Look like the Bills defensive back is annoyed. It's like, dude, you're up by a million. Relax.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be all
right. Pretty good throw. I like that one.
Yeah, that was good. A lot better than the last play.
Yeah. We'll take that. So we hit the over 58 that we were talking about. Hey, it's not all the Patriots' offense fault here tonight. Not at all.
Right. Can't blame it all on the Patriots' offense. You can also say the Patriots' offense wasn't incredible, but at least it did better than their defense.
That is true. Defense was not good.
Here's the other thing: 1:44 left in the game. might finally get your first drive where the Bills don't score a touchdown.
Yeah, as they kneel it out. Probably.
Possibly. Maybe.
They could just throw it on us to try and rub it in.
I mean, do they put Mitchell Trubisky in there just to get some reps?
Reps for what?
I don't know. Maybe he has to come in at some point.
I think you just accept that your season's over if that happens.
I don't know. I don't think you would go that far. Mitchell Trubisky's a fine backup.
Yeah, but you're not.
What if you need him for like one game?
Okay, and you're going to beat Kansas City, possibly Tennessee or Cincinnati or Green Bay, Tampa, Los Angeles, Dallas with Mitchell Trubisky?
It's possible. I don't think you would just accept the season is over. I think you would still like try to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess go for it.
Elijah says MVP time, BP Lup, MVP, and we got to see the MVP here on Wildcard Weekend. This is Mitchell Trubisky week.
This is his week of the year, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's prepared for this his whole life.
Uh-huh. Yeah, BP Lup's good point. Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Bet you didn't know that.
I had no idea.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Don't remember that game.
Yeah. Richie says the Pats got outplayed. Give the Bills some credit. Brandon says, I mean, y'all played with Mac Jones. Kyle, is it time to release Mac Jones? Just cut him.
Yeah, honestly, you might as well just say the pick was a bust.
Mm-hmm.
Call it the end of a career there. Yeah, I mean, I think we give the Bills plenty of credit tonight.
Oh, could be. No. Okay. There was hope that maybe there'd be an onside recovery. Then, 3 quick touchdowns. Well, I guess 4 quick touchdowns.
Yeah, you need 4. So 3 quick touchdowns has us lose by 7.
Hey, maybe less if you go for 2-point conversions. Daniel says this is still better than the 18-1 year. Kyle, where does this rank on most disappointing Patriot playoff losses?
Most disappointing?
Yeah.
Probably behind that one and the second Giants one and the Tennessee loss a couple years ago.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, this one's worse than the Tennessee one?
I'd say so.
Okay. Well, also probably add salt on the wound that ended up being Brady's last game.
Yeah. I guess you could also throw in the Eagles Super Bowl loss.
Yeah, I got that one. Definitely has to be up there. I mean, what's the record on how many times have we seen a team not score a touchdown on every single drive, excluding final kneel downs? I mean, that's got to be. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, I don't think it's definitely been a while since I've seen anything like that. Josh Allen was incredible tonight. Really good win. And they look dangerous. They look like they can make some noise in the playoffs this year. Possibly playing their best football by playoff time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is when you want to get hot, is at this spot. So, I mean, this was domination. Like, there's no other way to say it. It was domination.
Yeah. Like I said, ton of credit to the Bills. They played really well. That offense seems, when it's right, it's unstoppable. So they'll move on to the next round.
All right, Kyle, you're a good sport. Are you looking forward to tomorrow, where you're just gonna watch football, don't have to worry about your team anymore? Just can be, or are you dreading it?
No, it should be fun. A couple good games tomorrow on the schedule, so it should be good stuff. So, like I said, we'll be back here 1:00 Eastern time for the Buccaneers Eagles. Should be good stuff.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. Everyone, be on the lookout tomorrow, 1:00 Eastern, for the Buccaneers game. And then the next day, we will be going live at midnight after that to recap all of the games. So it should be a lot of fun, Kyle.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Playoff football's back. One good game, one not so good game, and it's been good stuff.
Yeah, Kyle, you know what else is back for you? Mock draft season. And we're all the way back.
Yeah, gonna start watching some Chris Olave highlights. That'll be good.
Okay, all right. Again, thanks to everyone for watching. We're going to end the show now. We do appreciate it. Kyle, any final thoughts before we head out?
Hope to see you all tomorrow. Disappointing end to the Patriots here, but at least it wasn't close.
Yeah, I guess you have that going for you. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow. And of course, as always, see you later, alligator.
Peace.